Hey, it's that time again. I see a wild Jaden in the chat. What's up, Jaden? Finally done, huh? Well, congratulations, my dude. Hope wherever you go, you're safe. But big grats to you, man. It's been a long time coming, and glad you made it safe, one piece. And glad to see you here. Eld, what's up? Bell, what's up? How you doing, John? And Eld, good to see you. And hopefully we get some more rolling in here. I think I shared everything out. I don't quite remember, but we're into April. That's how long it took to do the March Madness this time. We've gone into April. That's how bad. That is how bad the Wheel of Time season 2 was. It March Madness went into April. Wow. Salty, what's up? I have now. I know our two finalists, 1 and 2. I do have a never before seen version of Matt's epic scene. Now it's only slightly different, but I do have it's another it's another Prophet of the Dragon exclusive, sort of like like this gem here. Let's go. Here's another. This is another Prophet of the Dragon exclusive. Let's watch. I'm coming with these exclusives, but let's here we go. Wheel of Time, you say? I have no idea, but I do love this chair. It's great. Ooh, what's that? Hey, a pine cone. Smells delightful. Let's get that out of here. Let's go. Man, my own bones are aching. I like going for a walk. Hey, that's a birdie. Look at that up there. I like birdies. Oh, what's that over there in the forest? Oh, you know what I could really go with? A tree hug. Wonderful. Full of exclusives. Full of exclusives. That Flopsy Beard man at it again. I can never get over that just I mean I can never get over his his presentation of Samael. I cannot wait to see Sam. See, there you go. Nerdporio giving the Samael love. If either of you two want to shoot, let me know. Salty Brian, you're let me know. But I have I know Nerdporio, you shared with our little group chat the Wheel of Time series, the official names of the episodes list that are perfect for the Shadow Rising, even though half of them aren't in the Shadow Rising. So yeah, because because we've all they've proven us. They have proven to us time and time again how important it is to name a chapter. How important how important it is the chapter names, because because you remember the dark prophecy in that chapter called Blood Calls, or that episode called Blood Calls Blood. I remember it. They're just chapters from all over the place. I think like 4 of them. We'll look at them. We're gonna look at them before we get to the voting. The voting will go at the very end. But hey, you got a notification. Woohoo! Dempsey, what's up? Good to see you. Thumb, always good to see you. Aldan, of course. All hail the fucking Lord Dragon. That's right. That is right. I'm assuming that was it. Flopsy Beardman's epic performance. I mean, does anybody do it better? Does anybody do it better? What could possibly make Wheel of Prime any worse? It already sucks donkey turns. Well, let me show you something that will refresh your memory, Jaden. And here we go. You ready?
could be a record.
Oh.
That counts. How long? Keep doing it.
Man, it like I think Flopsy Beardman had the same camera director. Maybe I don't know. I mean, it seemed pretty close, right? So just a reminder. That's what you're up against there, Jaden. Those are the things you get to look forward to with Wheel of Prime, right? So, but yeah, so I did. I haven't. I found. So we have the episode titles before we go into vote, and don't forget, hang out. Don't leave. There's an exclusive. I haven't. I have an exclusive, edited, slightly edited, different version of Matt putting together his bedpost weapon. It's an exclusive, but it's slightly different. You'll see it here. Don't you worry. And then we'll get into the final voting here for the March Madness, which entered April. But I let's see here. I had not, so I figured, since we've been looking at some articles here, this one just came out 2 hours ago from apparently Screen Rant, who has must have shares of Wheel of Time stock, or Amazon. Like, they must be big in, because man, they're pumping them out. Sam 8,000, $2. It wasn't until book 7 Matt became my favorite character. Till book 7, really? Wow, that's a little bit further than most people tell. It's okay. I did that a lot too with the double T, Sam. So it's all good. Whatever. And wow. Whenever an anal evacuation is big ass pins and needles digging into your crotch while getting pissed on by a crocodile is what it's like. Oof. Colorful, sir. Very colorful, Jaden. But yeah, so I have not seen what this is about yet. But I did see it pop up. So we're gonna look at this, and like I said, by the end, make sure you make sure. Let me before we get into that, make sure that you have. Oh, I don't have the window. There it is. Make sure, if you have not, make sure we are in the final round. Mano y mano, 1 versus 2. The clash of two titanically horrible scenes. Only 2 remain out of the 200 and some odd votes. We had over 2,500 votes, and that's only from round 64. That is quite impressive. It all ends this week. I don't know when Dane said he's bringing it down, but make sure. I don't. Trip doesn't look like she's here right now, so I will try. Oh wait, did it let me? Have I earned the rank? Oh my god, they let me. I have it. Wow, thank you, Band of the Red Hand. You guys are awesome. Or White Cloaks, or whoever did it. There is the link to the Discord. Get your votes in. I am not going to scroll down and look quite yet, but I have a feeling I know where it's at. And we will see if I am right or wrong. But we'll have some fun doing it again. I have special presentation of Matt putting together his bedpost dagger. I guess we're calling it the Ashen Dagger. Is that what we're calling it? Let's just call it the Ass Spear. Shut the front door. Whew. All right. So I have no idea. No idea. No, it's the final, bro. We're 2 remain. 2 remain. 1 and 2 are left. That's it. 2 remain. It's just 1 and 2. The 1 and 2 seeds are going head to head. The final 2. A rumble in the jungle. Only one shall remain. We will see. Oh, there we go. Did I not leak the right channel, Trev? Did I do it wrong? Did I do it wrong? I hope not. All right. So, hello, Striker Nightfall. Good to see you. So, don't worry. Don't worry. I have the exclusive Matt clip. We will get there. But I did not. I want to make sure people can stroll in. And you haven't voted yet. I'm not sure. I'll be quite honest. I'm expecting a full runaway. I thought I linked the room inside the server. I could be wrong. That is very, very possible. But we're gonna look at this. We're gonna look at the titles that have nothing to do with anything. So I don't know if anybody has seen this, but it's not our good buddy. It is Charles Nicholas Raymond. I forget what the other guy's name is, but he writes the best ones. A subtle season 1 clue may reveal the Wheel of Time season 3's other villain. Is it Guidol Kane? Oh. Maybe it's maybe Over is a villain. He's like a little midget ninja or some shit. He's so that I don't know. Maybe the Scargiver will be in it. Or maybe Arthur will fart demon princes out his asshole from heaven and they'll fucking be the enemy. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hey, we haven't talked since this morning when I sent you that article from MSNBC that incorrectly gave the date for the Fallout show launch.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell's going
I
on?
was like, wait a second. I was gonna look into that. I'm hoping like I have all my medical stuff should be sorted out by tomorrow. So I was gonna try and get a Scargiver video out, and I was like, oh, Fallout's coming out. I gotta get ready for that too.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I am looking forward to Scargiver, my man.
I know you are.
I hope they make 20 of them. Let's keep Zack Snyder away from everybody else's canon. Just keep making Scargivers, man. Make Scargiver, make fucking anus leakage, make fucking
Wheel of Time season 16.
Penal cheese. Make all of it. Make fucking, I don't know, submarines, fucking starship. I make them all, Zack Schneider. make all the rebel. Make Rebel Planet or make Rebel Sun. Make Rebel Black Hole. Make all the rebels. Yeah. Make them all.
It's interesting because like I started that whole thing about like, they must have moved up the date on Fallout because there's no marketing for Rebel Moon 2 like at all, and there's no marketing even in the trades for Fallout.
Nothing.
So I mean, like nobody gives a shit.
I mean, I had some weird like articles pop up on my phone, but that's probably just from like Google listening to my conversations. But Gadfly has a prediction. So this is going to be the Forsaken statue that Dark Friend Steppen had. That or they're gonna refer to the chessboard again. I think my interview was a much bigger sign of who is to come in season 3. I mean, Flopsy's gonna take over.
Flopsy Beardman is the only bright light.
Flopsy should just do all of it. Like that's my take, dude. No, see, Alden, I think you know what? Here's my another hot take, Salty. Follow me on this, okay?
I'm with you.
Are you with me?
I'm with you.
The 3-body problem wasn't near long enough. They should give it to Zack Snyder. Okay, they should give it to Zack Snyder, and then he can add some slow mo to that, and then we can get 10 episodes out of 8. So then he can do Rebel Moon and Three Body Problem, and then that's even less other shit that he can destroy. So
I want him to show diverse girl bosses in biracial homosexual relationships, Steve, in slow motion. In slow motion. That's what I want.
Well, what I want to
those
see
girl bosses.
is I want to see extremely slow nanofibers cutting through babies, just like in the
Yes.
show. But I need
Yeah.
it slow mo so we can see the ass hairs being torn off everybody as it rips through them. Because you know the
Yeah.
best solution to keeping people from using nanofibers to kill people again, Salty? It was an ingenious solution that show came up with. To stop people from using nanofibers to rip boats into shredded cheese. You know what her solution was?
The power of diverse lesbians?
No, close. She just gave it to everybody.
Oh, so
She
communism.
just released all the data. So North Korea has it, Russia has it, China has it. They're not going to use it to shred cheese or people. Like I mean, they'll use it. They won't use it for bad stuff, right? I mean, right?
I couldn't make it past the 3rd episode of that fucking show. And I actually went and read the synopsis of the books because I'm like, I know there's a plot in here somewhere. And I read the actual plot summary, and I'm like, what I was getting from the show produced by Ryan Johnson. That's who produced the Three Body Problem and Rosamund Pike. Yeah. Those were the two fucking well,
that's not fair. That's not fair. There was like 12 others. I mean,
there were like 20 something others.
There were like
actually,
20 executive producers, but like you know, I mean, they were you know what I saw the other day while we're talking about Rosamund Pike.
I can only guess.
No. It's actually gonna surprise you. Wrath of the Titans. God damn, she was hot in that movie. Fuck. What happened?
Oh, you mean the remake? Yeah.
She
was hot in James Bond too.
She was hot in James Bond.
She was hot in Gone Girl. I mean, she was crazy. I mean, that's the epitome of don't stick your dick in crazy. Although I stick my dick in that crazy. Come on, it's me, right? But it's like I still think she's a beautiful woman. I think what happens here is the ugliness of Hollywood. And the ugliness of what they do to one another, I think, begins to wear on people. And I really believe this. It especially wears on women within Hollywood. And I think she's a great, I think she's a good actress. She should have never came anywhere near Robert Jordan. I want her to do period pieces. I want her to do crime thrillers. I want her to maybe be a superhero. You know, like more of a mature superhero, in the DCEU. But get the fuck away from Robert Jordan and stop reading those books. Okay, stop.
Like Wrath of the Titans is fantasy, and she was fine.
She was
shooting arrows and losing sword fights to Ares, and she didn't beat Ares with the power of womanhood. I mean, she
didn't have a black lesbian.
She was imposing, and she was in charge of that army. She was in. It was good. It wasn't good, but it was fun. It was fun. What up, gentlemen? Hope you're both doing well. Also, Salty, I have to ask: do you have a twin? Because I saw someone who looks just like you in one of our stores. Anyways, Wheel of Prime still is a crime of existence. Lyle Hammock, 16 months. Good to see you. Thank you very much.
I get that a lot. I get that a lot, Lyle. When I used to travel a lot in airplanes, people used to say that I looked exactly like they'd say someone else's name. And I'm like, either my dad was really busy or I'm part of a laboratory experiment that was done in 1970 where we all hatched from eggs because we were supposed to be sort of like cyborg warriors to save humanity. And instead, I'm just an asshole screaming fuck on YouTube. So
I thought there you go. Maybe you're one of Sean Connery's illegitimate children.
I take it, Sean, daddy.
So let's see. What is this fucking? So Gadfly thinks this is going to be a statue. I'm sort of betting on chessboard. I don't know why there's a chimp on the left side of Rand's shoulder. Like I don't know when
It
this turned into the Planet of the Apes or some shit.
It,
Like
it looks like trans Tim Curry. It looks like a bad Tim Curry.
She looks like a
drag
chip
show.
from the old school Planet of the Apes. Doesn't it look like one of the rubber masks? Like
You're right.
I'm not even is that like look at it.
I mean, honestly, Dylan Mulvaney is more convincing as a woman than this has had this ape in the albino mask. I don't get it.
Hold on.
And I don't even know what the fuck this. I mean, what abomination are we going to get? Again, how bad is it going to be beyond our worst nightmares?
It's sort of.
Is that another Zer they them?
No. This is just the perfect. I just here we go. Let's bring it up here. So I don't know why there's a Planet of the Ape person, but like
Person of Apes.
I mean, it looks pretty close. It looks pretty close. I mean,
would it surprise me if they had that in season 3?
I mean, look right there. Look at it's right there. It's right in front of our face. Like, did I close it? No, I didn't close it. I just. No.
It's like Ezra Miller's sister in mid transition.
It's like what's with the like? Is this supposed to be like a cleft lip? Is that what that is? Like, or is it just a terrible picture like Screen Rant always loves to use? I'm honestly confused. And she is. Just remember when it's bingo time. If Mogideon, however you want to pronounce her name,
Mogan David. Yeah.
Mogan David. There you go. Mogan David. I like that. If Mogan David does not at some point turn into Shelob, I will be fucking upset. If Perrin we
need Sam. We need the hobbits to save Rand.
I will give you a major pass if you will just turn Perrin into a fucking werewolf. We all know you want to do it.
You keep
trying. Perrin into a werewolf and have Mogan David. That's what we're going with. Have Mogan David turn into a spider and have them have a beast war off in Tar. Like, yes, just make it happen. Just Perrin is a giant, like kaiju-sized werewolf. Yes. Not wolf, werewolf, giant
werewolf.
Mogan David is a giant spider, not spider person. Spider, so werewolf versus spider.
Not 80 feet tall. Both of them are 80 feet tall, and they're fighting in Shader Loga. That's what I want. That's what I want.
And then just before Perrin is going to lose from being webbed up, have Lanfear come in to Tar and be like, "Light, save Perrin." And then the creator will shoot a death ray from heaven, and she'll go, "Oh my god!" And she'll run away, and then Perrin will get up and break Lanfear's neck. Come on, let's do it,
Steve. That's better than what we're gonna get. I was actually following that story for a while. I was invested,
dude. I'd watch that.
I would buy what you were selling, Prophet. I'm just saying, Rafe, hire this guy. Come on, it can't be any fucking worse than the last 2 seasons of shit.
I mean, it doesn't it's like, you know, it's Tar. It's Tar. You can do whatever you want, right? Show just, you know, you can have pterodactyls, fucking monkeys, and fucking T-Rexes, right? Just have a T-Rex pterodactyl with wings fight. Like, it's Tar. Anything goes, right?
Mothra. We'll have Mothra.
Yeah, Mothra. Yeah, exactly. Actually, give Perrin.
And what's that big butterfly fucking thing? Remember that? Like that stupid. And even somebody who's a kaiju person in chat. What is the name of that stupid butterfly? Well, it is Mothra.
That is Mothra. That is Mothra. Yeah.
I thought that was another one.
Rodan.
That's maybe it's Rodan. I don't know. Eldan, you should know that. You're
all I know. All I know is I just give me Werewolf Perrin v. Mogan David Spider.
Yeah.
And I will give you
Mogan David.
I will give you 8 out of 10s. I can't give you 10 out. I can't give you 10.
I'll buy the season on Blu-ray and I'll go find Rafe Judkins.
Just for that scene, I'll do it.
I will go to a convention, and I will wait in line to have Rafe Judkins sign my Blu-ray of season 3 if there's a werewolf kaiju fight. I will do that. I will do that.
If you wanted a female villain, you could have used Semarig is one of those. I think they're just gonna axe. I think Semarig. Well, actually, maybe I don't know.
Oh, Fire Dragon. That sounds like white supremacy trip.
I have to get a count after because we know Samael now, we know Mogan David, we know Lanfear, we know Ishii. So that's 4 of the 8 right there. Demandred, I'm assuming Demandred could be on the chopping block for all we know.
I hope they give Moiraine another sister.
Raven's gonna be Samael, so Raven's dead. At least that's my guess. If they're bringing in Samael this early, Raven's going to be Samael.
It's interesting because, I mean, Rings of Power, it's confirmed they're cutting the budgets after season 2 because they already know they got this thing's a fucking hot garbage and always will be. But if they're cutting the budgets for season 3 of the Rings of Power going forward, and I don't want to hear it, Lyle, this is simply an economic conversation. They're going to cut the budget of Wheel of Time. They have to. They absolutely have
to. If they're going for 4, we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like them to end in 3.
It would be. I think we're all sort of praying that, because if it ends in 3, then there's hope that these movies and these cartoons won't work and all
Agreed.
That. Yeah.
A hard reboot in the big screen. Yeah.
Yeah. So Trip, of course, ran the giant fire. We already ran the fire dragon. It was Moiraine, okay, because Lanfear told her to. So we can't have Rand Dragon again, okay? Moiraine did Rand's dragon for him, okay? So Rand can't turn into a dragon again. That ship has sailed. But we do need Werewolf Perrin versus Spider Mogan David. That's 100% possible. Maybe actually, how about this? Elida is Ravina. And her and Morghese are in a vivid love affair because we need to have 2 queens of Caemlyn, even though we're not going to see Caemlyn. But they'll mention it. Ravina, I like that. Ravina is Elida in yeah, there you go. Why not? Hell yeah.
Sure.
There we go.
Why not?
Absolutely. What's up, Mike? Good to see you. I thought last Tolan, good to see you. Lyle, I thought I saw somebody else slip in here. Striker, I said hi, Sam. Okay, well, a giant heron. Who would turn into a giant? Look! You guys are going off the deep end. Okay, look, this is canonically accurate. Okay, guys, calm down.
It's a sandbox. It's their playground.
Guys, calm down.
Stop being racist by hating this shit.
Mogan David, how? She is described as a spider in the books, so she can turn into a spider in the show, okay? Perrin is described as a wolf in the books, so Perrin can turn into a werewolf. This is canonically accurate, guys. Just like Gaidal Cain is Uno. The show pronounced it so now Uno is Gaidal Cain, even though it makes no sense. There's no evidence, and it's not the actual truth. It's canon. So, if we see giant herons showing up, I mean, that's where's that based in truth? I mean, come on.
I don't know, Steve.
You're being ridiculous.
Maybe during the giant werewolf kaiju fight versus the spider Mothra fight, we can have herons as the referees. Like in a big
the refs. Okay, as long as it's not a main character, because nobody in the show is referenced as a heron. Maybe the swords will turn into herons and fly away. Oh, when a Blade Master dies, they turn into a bird and fly away. How about that? They missed opportunity. Turok, the dinosaur hunter's sword, should have turned into a actual heron and flew away. And then when Rand melted his sword, it should have done the same too, right? Absolutely.
No matter how stupid this sounds, it's better than what we're gonna get. And I would actually, could you imagine if we got that werewolf? I know how important the werewolf was.
I fucking want it,
dude. I know how important it was. And
fuck,
I wanted a goddamn werewolf to come, so we had like one shining moment of fucking batshit insanity. All right,
Dude, I'm still
just
oh,
criminally insane, boring shit for.
I
8
am
episodes.
still holding out hope. Okay, we have Lord Luke confirmed is in the season. Okay, so now Perrin can turn into a werewolf when Lord Luke turns into a snake in Tar for some reason, and then we can have a giant snake fight versus werewolf. There it is. It's Mogan David, the giant spider, with Lord Luke, the giant snake, versus werewolf Perrin and Rand, the swooping fire dragon. Yes,
Riding a heron.
Come on,
you could ride a giant heron that has a sword tattoo. Let's do that. How about a heron that has a sword tattoo?
Dude, Wheel of Time people, get the CGI artist back in there. I know you're done. Get them back in there.
Amazon, Jennifer Sulky, DM, Prophet, and myself. We'll make this show for half as much money. You'll get twice as many viewers, and don't worry about the accounting.
Yes.
We're going to pocket 80% of the budget, and still, this show will be a more compelling drama in its final season.
Giant ones, Max, because what's going to happen is Lanfear is going to go in there, and she's going to throw some like anal beads on the floor and be like, "Make my creatures grow," and they're going to go raw, and then Nynaeve's going to throw some herbs on Perrin and Tar and be like, "Grow," and they're going to grow too, and they're going to be just like raw. and then what's going to end the fight, guys? Okay, you'll never believe it. Lord Luke is going to use his little snake arms. Because he's going to have snake arms for some reason, because snakes have arms.
I'll get you, Rand,
and
have your other Temeran too.
And then he's going to get his little snake bow, and he's going to shoot it. And it's going to go right through Perrin's thigh. And Nynaeve's going to run out there and be like, "I can help you." And she's going to hit the arrow right through his leg. And his leg's going to fall off, and Perrin's going to die. And that's how the scene's going to end. And Nynaeve's
and then
That's how I do it in the Two Rivers, though. You just push the arrow through the leg.
I honestly, I don't know why this is not the official summary of the Dragon Reborn, because Steve, you really nailed it. I mean, you really nailed it. Oh, it's Flopsy Beard Man. Hey.
You're good, buddy. Yeah, Flopsy's tired. He's going to bed. Good night, buddy. But yeah, I'm telling you, like this is a giant mess. You guys should be taking notes. I mean, like, who does not want to see a giant snake spider versus dragon?
A werewolf. And a werewolf. You can't leave the giant werewolf out.
A sword for a beak on the giant heron. That's a good. This is gold.
I want tattooed dragons on the heron's wings, though. That I gotta have that, though. Steve.
So I do. Over under on Mogan David having a snake tattoo on her neck, like right here. What do you think?
I hope she's got one like on her morbidly obese breast, where it's just like a cobra sticking out from her bodice. Because that'd be female empowerment.
Just a giant neck tattoo.
Yeah, just a giant neck tattoo of like a snake, and it comes out from between her like floppy, morbidly obese Lizzo breast.
I like what Gadfly's thinking here. Tramp stamp. Now we'll of course see that tramp stamp because Ren will need to rent an apartment from her, so he will be plowing that road too as payment. So Rand's gonna need a new place to live when he's in. I guess he's gonna in the waste. So he's gonna be
plowing.
He's going to be renting it off Mogandine by doing her in the butt. So
diverse, handicapped BBW landlady this time.
Yes, this is exactly. Lyle, you're reading my mind. Rita Repulsa is gonna make exactly. Lord Luke will be the genuine true hero of the Two Rivers. Yeah, and then he's dude. Oh my god!
I don't know. We saw. Did you go through the episode titles that?
Not yet. I was gonna do that after this. Right. I haven't really, but I want to look through this.
Holy shit! I'm just gonna say
all I know. So what? Oh my god! What if this happens? Just come on a journey with me, guys, before we go through this article here real quick, and then we get to our voting and the secret clip of Matt putting together the bedpost.
Sure.
take a journey with me. Okay. So Perrin returns to the Two Rivers, which is being managed wonderfully by a caring and compassionate Lord Luke. He is actually doing a good job. He is doing good things. He is helping the people of the Two Rivers. Just bear with.
Children have clean running water. Their village was destroyed. They rebuilt it. They built the schoolhouse. Yeah.
Tam is like singing the praises of Lord Luke, and everybody's like, man, Lord Luke is great. He's fended off White Cloaks. The White Cloaks were trying to do. Lord Luke has been there. He has been great. And then all of a sudden, a Trolloc attack happens, and Perrin immediately grabs his axe and says, "This is Lord Luke's fault," and cuts off Lord Luke's head immediately.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm with you up until the part with the dialogue, and I want to give some notes. Yeah. Okay, my notes are: I want Perrin to scream, "This is MAGA country, bitch," and then cut off Lord Luke's.
I am pretty sure he is going. Like, they're gonna, just like they've done with the White Cloaks. They made the White Cloaks definitely the good guys of the series so far. They're gonna do the same thing with Lord Luke. And the only reason Perrin is going to oust him or kill him or try to kill him is because he's jealous and he doesn't like him, and he's just gonna try and murder him because, well, the thirst is there. He hasn't murdered anybody all season. He has to do a cold-blooded murder with an axe, right? That's what axe murderers do, right? I mean, gotta get his kill.
I'm reminded of that scene from Monty Python and the Holy Grail, where they have to rescue that one knight who's at the girls' convent, and they want them all to spank them, all these hot young nuns. And so instead of leaving him there, Arthur comes in and has to rescue him from all the hot young nuns. And that's the vibe I think we're going to get with Perrin coming in and grabbing his reparations in the form of a Caucasian White Cloak's head. That's what I think we're going to get.
I did not think this article was going to be about this.
Is it Screen Rant? Is it about?
Well, I like Asmode. Like, are you not paying attention? There's no like, and this show is just stupid enough. Like, Asmodean's whole plot is done. So there's like, he literally has to be one of the 13 gone, or they're just like they're even like, we know they're dumb and stupid and horrible. They're even worse if Asmodean is one of the 8. It's like, what the hell? What? So Asmodean's musical interest hints at why? Why does his musical interest hint at an appearance? Why? Is Roydion a fucking disco? What the fuck are we talking about? Why does his musical interest have anything to do with Roydion?
I hope they make him Lenny Kravitz, I hope they make him like, oh, you're gonna go away, like just do the most stupid shit, or like the cantina scene from Jabba's palace where they got that thing with the lips singing with the microphone. I hope that's how shit tier it is this season.
Have I missed something? Like, what the fuck?
Well, first of all, it's Screen Rant. Okay, so chances are it's written by AI, and when I say that, I mean a demon spawned through CERN that was given a typewriter.
Asmodean's musical interest hints at his appearance at Why? I don't understand. Somebody in chat why does his musical interest appear at, like, why does that hint at anything? There's been no music anywhere. Was there a fucking banjo player somewhere that I missed? Like, I don't understand this.
I think because they focused on the costumes and said how amazing the costumes were for season 2. You guys remember that, right? And it got nowhere. Season 3 is going to be a musical journey where, they're going to have all of this world music.
They want to get their fucking musical scene. That's what's fucking going on.
Oh God, they're going to do a dance number. They're going to do a dance number.
So is this? So hold on a second. The show's decision
they're going to do an IEL Bollywood dance number.
The show's decision to focus on Asmodean and Moghedien as villains aligns with the plot of Shadow Rising. Not just
what the fuck are they talking
what
about?
Are they? So,
Steve?
like, what is happening? Why are they talking like this? Like that line I just highlighted is the show's decision to focus. That is like they're making a statement that is true. That's not like a speculation. That is, I've been told Asmodine is in the show, and the reason they're focusing on it is this. That's not speculation. They're writing this as a point of fact.
Yanin K says, don't you know musical episodes are popular? Oh, yeah. Look what it did for Doctor Who and Star Trek. I hope we get the Klingons doing the Backstreet Boys during season 3 of Wheel of Time.
Oh,
And
God.
yeah. And
What if
Gadfly
they-
says this is some reversed engineered circular logic, otherwise known as being fucked in the head. You're correct.
Well, like, what if they do that? Tom is Asmo all along. Why the fuck not?
Oh, why not? I hope they have him sing Johnny Cash songs like A Boy Named Sue. Do it.
Man, nailed it.
Fucking dare
Like,
you
why?
do it.
Like, if you're cutting down to 8, okay, you've cut the Forsaken to 8. You've given Asmodean's whole storyline purpose to Logain, who did it in about 30 seconds. Why? Like, there are other Forsaken who have lots to do. So why would you include this asshat when his whole purpose for being is gone?
I hope it's Dylan Mulvaney. I hope it's Dylan Mulvaney banging on a Casio keyboard playing, like an 80s synth like, and I ran so far away.
I don't.
Why not?
Somebody,
Why not?
Did I miss something, guys? Did I miss something? While Mogandine is a threat, Asmodine's inclusion and musical connection suggest he will be Rand's main antagonist since he. What the fuck does that have to do with? What are you talking about?
At what point does music have anything to do with Rand so that it's obvious? Like, chat, seriously, I know I'm old and my brain is broken because I've done YouTube for 3.5 years. But what is going on in this sense?
I don't understand what his connection. Who cares?
You could change it from music making to because Asmodean runs a successful international chain of submarine sandwich shops, he's the natural enemy of Rand al'Thor. Because Asmodean runs a successful car dealership, he's the perfect candidate to be the foil for Rand al'Thor.
It's the statues. Yep, Gadfly, you get a cookie. Wheel of Time's Forsaken statue sets up Asmodean to appear because he's got a little fucking guitar. Asmodean's story makes season 3 the most likely entry point for this character. What about the other characters that actually matter now?
I hope they make him Jimi Hendrix.
I hope
that's what they do.
Like, all of us threw away him immediately when Logain did what he did. Can you imagine who they're getting rid of if they actually throw him in this show?
I don't think they even give a shit. I think they have a casting list. Again, Jennifer Sulky's like, you know what? The whole trans thing is hot this year. So every opportunity we get, let's get a dude who's actually a chick who's not a dude, and then let's get a chick who's pretending to be a dude who's not actually, and let's cast them in the gender roles in this show to own the chuds. It'll be a big hit.
The decision to emphasize that one Forsaken plays music all but confirmed that Asmodean is one of the villains of the show has chosen to keep. What? Yeah, fuck plot, fuck story, because there's a statue with a little fucking guitar on it. That's why they chose the statue as the villain.
It's their statue. I guarantee you that when they wrote that episode and put that prop in, nobody knew what the fuck that meant, and somebody's like, "Oh shit! Look, did you know that statue means that it's the?" I don't believe it. I don't believe anything. I don't believe anything these fuckers say.
Main villain in Rand's arc in The Shadow Rising. The season, so what season 3 is pretending to adapt. Not like I don't think that's I don't think that
I don't agree with that entirely.
He shows up at the end entirely. His main antagonist is Couladin, basically, because Couladin's an asshole. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, but to do that, you'd have to actually faithfully adapt what the Aiel were.
I mean, I guess if it best if
Right?
you're if best faith, Asmodean is fucking with Rand through Couladin, so I guess in the background, fine, but they've done none of that work. So, why Moginian was always unlikely to be Wheel of Time. Why? I think she's gonna be the only villain because Rand's just gonna get browbeaten by freaking all the wise ones all season, and we're gonna spend a bunch of time in Tanchico.
How are they going to do anything even? I mean, okay, I got to stop asking these questions, but how can you pretend that you're doing anything even close to the Shadow Rising? Because, and I say this unironically, yeah, they didn't do the Great Hunt. We don't have Calendar. We didn't do the Dragon Reborn. We didn't show the Aiel. We didn't have. What does it matter? Why am I asking this now?
His main antagonist is Aiel culture. Yes. So, yes, as Asmodean is sort of like, he's, but to call him the main, no. Remember when Lorenz said, "I love music"? There's the connection. There you go. See, catching on. Now we could have that, or remember, werewolf, giant spider.
I know. I hope there's a breakdance fight between Asmodean and Rand. And they're in the middle of the desert, and they're all doing breaking and doing moonwalks and
Stomp
the robot
the yard.
and shit like
Maybe
that.
Yeah, do stomp the yard, and they'll hit spears and stuff, and one of them will break because it's like a Spirit of Halloween spear. Like, oh no.
And when it looks like Asmodean's gonna win, he's gonna shoot. He's gonna fucking kill him the same way he did Turek, without any fucking I'm gonna cheat and kill you, bitch. There you go.
He's gonna piss spears of golden water or something. He's gonna oops, I guess I killed you. So let's see here. So here are episode titles. We knew. So I wanted to look up To Race the Shadow is
in all
Great
respect.
Hunt. I'm pretty sure.
Nerdporial Lifeform found these and shared them today. Or was it last night? I don't know.
Yeah. So, yep, Nerdporial shared them on our. Like I said, WOT series actually pretty up to date on some of their info. But so To Race the Shadow, as where does he say it? These titles are a good reminder why the Shadow Rising, which is the key focus season 3, has always been a fan favorite. I don't understand that. Ever since they announced the Wheel of Time will be adapted to television, I have looked forward to the road to the spear. Yes, we might not see it for another year, but blah 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 blah. So
you'll never see it with this show. What the fuck are you talking about?
To Race the Shadow is a Dragon Reborn chapter. So we're on a roll. So 0 for 1. Not that the titles mean anything. Golden Eyes, I'm pretty sure Golden Eyes is Fire as a Heaven, if I remember right. I think I looked these up before. No, Golden Eyes is Shadow Rising. Okay, so that's I wasn't sure. A question, maybe one of these was I thought was Shadow Rising, and it was another book. I was like, wow, okay. Because I think Golden Eyes is obviously Two Rivers stuff, but
He Who Comes with the Dawn, clearly the Shadow Rising.
Yeah.
Actually,
wait a second. That might be okay. So, Question of Crimson is a Fires of Heaven chapter. So we're 1 out of 3. He Who Comes with the Dawn. I'm pretty was this the one that surprised me, or was it Question of Crimson? Because I one of them surprised me. I was like, "Whoa, really?" Yep, He Who Comes with the Dawn. Yep, 100%. Shadow Rising. Seeds of Shadow. This might be another. One of these is, I think, a Great Hunt chapter name.
Same thing with Tellarandroid. I thought that was a Great Hunt chapter as well.
So Seeds of Shadow is also is Shadow Rising. So what? We're 2 to 3. 2 to 3 in favor of the Shadow Rising. Tellarandroid is Dragon Reborn. So we're back to 3 to 3. Okay. So we've missed another one. The Road to the Spear. is Eye of the World. It's Eye of the World. We forgot one. No, I'm just kidding. Road of the Spirit is also Shadow Rising. One of these was is it Shadow of the Night was the Great Hunt? Let me see.
I thought that was the Great Hunt.
What, Road to the Spear or Shadow?
No, the Shadow in the Night.
Yeah, I think it is. I'm going to double check it right now.
Okay.
Yep, the Great Hunt. The Shadow in the Night is the Great Hunt. So we have 4 Shadow Rising chapter titles, 2 Dragon Reborn, 1 Fires of Heaven, and 1 The Great Hunt. So
and a partridge.
Do we have any questions whether any of those chapters are going to have anything to do with what is actually in those chapters?
No,
of course
it's just going to be like, it's just going to take a scene that was probably in those books back to the post-it note bullshit. We're going to have an emotional journey. Toss in somebody pissing for a long time, polyamory, probably bestiality, probably knowing this show, and there you go. Call it good.
Here we
Lots
go.
of quick cuts.
Thumb has a prediction. My prediction is Egwene becomes a maiden of the spirit as well as a wise one, and Aes Sedai all in season. Well, of course, because they need an excuse, just like they made an excuse to get Nynaeve a weapon in her hand. They need an excuse to get Egwene a weapon in her hand. So that tracks perfectly. I think I am totally on board with that. I think Egwene,
you're right about that, Thumb.
A maiden of the spear is lines up perfectly. Yeah. She's gonna do it all. She's gonna do it all. So. Parents not in the Fires of Heaven, right? Yeah. I there was one of the only reason I looked it up and one of them surprised me. I thought it was. I was like, wait, Golden, because I thought for sure, which it is, Golden Eyes was Shadow Rising. So, but so then you have episode 1 is Justine Gould.
Yeah, she wrote last season, if memory serves.
So she has Rafe. Oh boy.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Yeah, always looking for writers for this.
Who's taking their top off in this one, and how much are we gonna have Alana and
it's gonna be salami slamming. It's gonna be salami slamming Alana. Both sides, just like bam, bam, bam. She's gonna be a fucking bam. She's gonna be black and blue from that water sausage pummeling her mercilessly.
All 3 holes will be filled. So we have
drill a 4th one for Tam.
Oh,
watch.
So episode 4 is Rafe. So if we had to guess, which one do we think? Let's see. Tel'aran'rhiod. That's gonna be it. That's gonna be episode 4. What do we think, guys? What's up, Chris? Golden Eyes is 7, and He Who Comes with Dawn is 8. I think we know that. Race to Shadow is 1. So I think it's either going to be Seed of Shadow or Tel'aran'rhiod is going to be Race episode. Anybody else got some prediction?
I think
it'll be Road to the Spear.
I think it'll be Tel'aran'rhiod, and they're going to hire that same company who used the ping pong table on the roller skates, where they remember we did the special effects, the sizzle reel. They're going to have more of that shit.
Sizzling, yes, more sizzles, yes,
sizzling,
yes. So I think So that's so I don't know what. Let's see here. What has this person done? Oh wow, I'm surprised.
Who's that?
Is it a joke Ibranoki?
Hoki
known for 1 episode of Doctor Who Redacted.
Wait a minute. Oh, okay, got it. Yep.
Office worker credited, uncredited office worker for 4 Weddings and a Funeral, and singer for Gorilla. She has written a part.
Steve, you're afraid of strong, independent, homosexual women.
You guys think I'm making this up, right? Like this is like oh my god.
This is called a diversity hire. Okay, that's what this is.
Those are her credits. Written by Doctor Who Redacted, whatever the fuck that is.
That's a podcast.
Is it? Okay, so she wrote a podcast. She
I'm
was
pretty
a
sure
singer
that's a podcast.
She was a singer in one episode of a miniseries in 2017 and an office worker in 4 Weddings and a Funeral.
Well,
Wow.
I think that was a remake, not the 90s, because they did do a remake of 4 Weddings and a Funeral. And it was
It's a remake.
shock
It's a remake.
everyone. It was super diverse and lame. So yeah, congratulations.
I don't understand how is
Steve,
that?
she's not white. It's not white, it's a female. Of course she's going to get the job. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. If she's gay,
Dirty
she's really going to
John?
get the job.
Okay, so we know she's got the chop. She did 9 episodes. She was part of 9 episodes of Wheel of Time. So Fatal Attraction, because we got to get some
Is
fucking
that
in
the
Wheel of
remake
Time.
that was dog shit?
Yep, it sure looks like it.
I covered. Are you talking about the writer now? Yeah.
Yeah, this is Catherine B.
Yeah,
McKenna.
we covered her at the beginning of season 2. It doesn't get any better. I mean, this is where you go to have your career. You do this.
Oh my god,
Nope.
Beverly Okoho. Okay, who is this? Production designer. Well, I'm glad she's writing.
Yeah, that means she got coffee.
Writer's assistant for Curves. Writer's assistant for Virgin River. Writer's assistant American Soul. Writer's assistant Ice. Production assistant The Schwartz Test.
That means
Second
you wipe
unit.
off the whiteboard and you take the garbage out. And if somebody kills a hooker, you get rid of the body. Okay,
Second
that's pretty much
assistant.
the skill set.
Second assistant director. Like, okay, well, let's sign her up. She's got the chops.
I just can't with this. I mean, it's just this is Amazon Jennifer Silke. Let's bring in whoever is not qualified. Whoever is not qualified can have this job. That's all this
Rami
is.
Park.
That's all this is.
Let's see here. Quantum. Oh, well, thank God she wrote an episode of Quantum Leap.
We covered.
Wow.
I covered her season 2, I think.
So, in 2010, holy shit, American Bodies, 6 episodes of Origins, The Nevers, Wheel of Time, and 1 episode of Quantum Leap. Because is Quantum Leap still going?
No, they canceled it.
Finally,
It's canceled.
thank God.
Yeah, they canceled it.
And
'Cause
then
nobody
David Hill. Who is David Hill?
I hope it's a chick with a mustache and a beard.
Wait, David
Who's
Hill, writer,
angry.
Game of Thrones. Oh, is this the Game of Thrones? Game of Thrones.
I covered this
yes.
guy last year too. Yeah, he
Oh,
did some
so
stuff.
season-
I wonder what
season-
he's covering.
Season 5, 6,
Yeah.
7, and 8. It's
Yep.
the
Yeah.
it's the fucked up end of Game of Thrones.
It's that steep decline period.
Yep. So co-producer, co-producer, written for television, executive story editor. So he's done nothing but Game of Thrones and Wheel of Time.
Yeah.
That's not a good sign.
Well, there's a lot of reasons for that with Game of Thrones. I think a lot of people got jerked around and jerked off after the show ended. Then we had the bullshit psyop lockdown stuff. And then the studios needed to ramp up, but I think a lot of these people were still contractually obligated to hang around. And I think that's why. Does this guy have chops? Probably. Could he do something good? Probably. I don't think that any of the other names that you mentioned are even on this person's tier, to be honest.
No, they're not. No.
Nope.
At least that guy's actually been on a real production.
The problem
Right.
is, if memory serves, he's white. So that's
he
a
is,
problem. Okay. That is a
Well,
problem.
And then we have the big name, Justine Jewel Glimmer,
Yeah.
who has written for such excellent TV
Halo.
shows. I don't know about the 100, but she wrote for Halo,
Yep.
executive producer for Wheel of Time, Packed to the Rafters, The Survivor,
Yeah.
Clever Man. Look at all these. One episode of Into the Badlands.
One episode. Wonderland, one episode.
It was
Yeah.
too misogynistic Into the Badlands.
Just again, what
There
the
you go.
fuck is a writer like that doing on Halo? And what are they doing on Wheel of Time? Well, I'll tell you what they're doing. They are making a nighttime soap opera for women, for millennial women. That's what they're doing. And sorry, I'm tearing my studio down. In case you guys couldn't tell, I'm going to be mixing everything up and replacing stuff. So
no one wrote Halo. I can assure you of that. Zero writing on that show. 100%.
No, they went to Chipotle and they put a whiteboard behind everybody, had everybody bend over and spread their cheeks, and then they fired the plot points against the whiteboard. That's what they did out there.
If he did GOT, then there's no surprise he got picked for Wheel of Time, as that was supposed to be Bezos' original Game of Thrones clone before Rings of Power got going. Yep. Yeah, agreed. It's funny that he's the only Game of Thrones person left. Everybody else has not done anything.
Yeah, I bet you he's wishing he went over to the House of the Dragon every day. He's probably standing there with a noose around his neck going, do I go into work or do I jump off this chair? You know,
it's crazy.
Think about it.
Yes, and yes, every episode should have the same writer and somebody competent. And yes, they couldn't. There are no actual writers on this show. You just saw the list. There are no real writers. None of them. None of them have any real credits.
I mean, say what you will about Fallout, which is not in any way going to be like the game, but at least it had writers. And it's not Nolan. Nolan only did the first 2 episodes, but you know who the writers are for the whole Fallout show? They wrote Portlandia.
Oh.
He wrote Portlandia.
That doesn't sound good.
So, of course, they're going to do that high, epic, dystopian, violent video game that we all wanted, for a video game.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I have no idea. I don't know. I'm going to be watching that as not somebody that doesn't know much. Well, little to nothing about Fallout. Yeah, but I'm just saying that just because I haven't watched. I don't know the game, so I will have a non-game perspective on that show, and we'll see. I will be sitting on the edge of my seat for Scargiver. I'm telling you.
I want to watch that with you, Steve. Whenever you do it, I don't care when. There's a 3-hour delta. Like, if you need to watch it late at night, that means it's not so late for me. Wherever you are, I want to watch that shit.
Should I watch Scargiver in Discord? Guys, what do you think? I don't know.
It's probably going to be 3.5 fucking hours. I don't know if we want to do that, but you could. I know Purple Valkyrie. She wants nothing to do with
Happy birthday, by the way, Purple. I know it is your birthday. It's good vibes out to Purple Valkyrie. Happy birthday. I went to text her a few times and forgot. I'm sorry. I'm a terrible friend, but I'm saying it here.
She followed you. She said you're the world's biggest asshole because everybody else said happy birthday to her. And I said, of course, it's Steve. He's a dick.
I was busy tracking down important scenes. I got another exclusive, just like Flopsy Beardman. This one is pertinent to the vote, and I know the vote is coming to an end. So I want to. So if you haven't voted, I want to get that out of the way before we continue talking. Everybody here, if you guys have not voted in your, bring it up. Voted in the Band of the Red Hand Discord for the final. The final is now up. Let me try and invite anybody that wants to get the last round in. We are at the final 2. It is finally over. So 62
what are they?
Matches. I'm gonna go right there.
Okay. All right.
So after 62 head-to-head matches and over 2,500 votes, and that's only since the round of 64, we are now at the finals, where it will be decided what out of all of the shit is the shittiest moment of season 2 of Wheel of Prime. Many thanks to everybody for participating. Whether it was just voting or getting into debates on the channels and calling me all kinds of names. I could have rigged the vote. Yeah, we know, Dane. Hey, look, the ham sandwich man himself. His bracket got the closest. So congratulations to LP Slayer Sandwich, LPK. Good on you. And to the final 2, guys. So there's the Discord link. The final 2 are the final round. Rand is told to face it on your feet
Oh
and proceed
God, that's
to
gonna
kneel
win.
for the rest of the
That's gonna win.
season.
That's gonna win.
Matt crafts his signature weapon out of a bedpost and the most evil weapon in existence. Now, guys, those are the two. Before I vote, I have a channel exclusive cut.
Of course you do.
Of Matt putting together the dagger. Okay, so we're gonna play it here. It may get me taken down, so I may have to pause it here and there. But I think it's a minute long, so we're gonna add it to the screen right here. Ooh, I gotta pause it real quick. So okay, so this is. This is
I love when you can't. I love when you can't hold it together.
This is Prophet of the Dragon exclusive. Okay, before I vote.
Trademark.
Okay, all right, and so here we go. So before it gets to the big stuff, I may pause it. So here we go. So, oh wait, we didn't even start at the beginning. Okay, here we go. I was watching it myself. Okay, he's now this is where he's sniffing his meth, trying to amp up. All right, he's got to amp. He's taking what's left after the tea. Okay, he's getting the sweats. Right. Okay. Here we go. He's got. Okay. So we're here. Everybody. Trip has added the March Madness link, so thank you for that, Trip. I'm not sure why the dagger is on a plate, but there it is. It's on a plate, ready for feasting.
Eating cheese. He's probably cutting
cheese or
with it.
So yes.
Delicious
so
lunch meat.
Mm.
Yeah. Please hit that thumbs up button. I think there's 26 the last time I looked watching. Thanks for being here.
31. 31 watching. 31. You mad lads. Thank you. And ladesses. All right, here we go. I don't want to play it too long because, well, fuck it. I'm just going to
get brain
damage. Okay, so we got the bedpost. So this is where he gets mad at the bedpost and grabs the bedpost and shakes furiously. Okay? All right. So he shakes furiously. Breaks that bad boy free. Thank God. Oh wait, but I've been told that this was him making sure the bedpost was the correct height for him. Okay, that's what I've been told. This wasn't him hitting himself in the face, going, "This is the stupidest thing I've ever done in my fucking life. Why am I on this fucking show?" This is not what they told me it was gonna be on. Like, God damn it! Like, I'm gonna fire my agent. No, this is him making sure it's the right size. Apparently, that's what I've been told. Okay. Now we're defacing Sean Chan property by ripping off the sheets, okay? All right, gingerly laying it down, okay? I want to make sure that we're coming to the edited part, okay? This is the edit they could not keep in the show. It was...
CG was incomplete, right?
Yes, the CGI was too advanced. They couldn't afford it, so we're coming
Not
up
enough
to it,
time.
Okay? Not enough time. Yes, they had to cut it. So onto the floor. Okay, now here we go. Now we're doing a little twirly twirl. I think thought he was playing pool or something. I'm not sure what that was about.
Editing is such shit. It is so fucking terrible. Sorry.
No, you're absolutely right. Show. I'm right there with you. All right, so here we go.
It hurts my fucking brain.
Here we go. All right, here it comes. All right. I'm going to pause it.
Joke.
So he's not. He's skillfully not touching the dagger like a rapscallion he is. All right, here we go. I'm going to let it play to the end here.
Yes, it's schizophrenic stable though.
Ooh. Okay. Oh, deep breath.
Nani?
Oh my God.
So I'm gonna be honest with you, Steve. I'm gonna be honest with you. If they would have done this in the show, I would have respected the show. Okay, the fact that you did it, I mean, you took it to the next level. You had the bravery to do this.
I didn't do that. I found it.
I want F's in the chat right now. F's in the chat for Prophet of the Dragon for being not only stunning. Steve is not only stunning, but he's brave to do this with Wheel of Time Season 2.
I found that footage. I don't know what you're talking about. That was found footage.
Steve,
It sure looked like it looked more like a dragon than they got. Oh shoot, we don't need to see the whole thing again. Here we
I wonder if this is what they meant to submit for the special effects. Have to. El Dan gave you an F. We got Bell Mordrin get an F. John gave an F.
Pointing out that looks more like a dragon than they provided in Wheel of Time. Than Moraine provided because Lanfear told her to.
Yeah.
There you go. So Matt killed the world.
Yeah.
In the original, and that was the original edit. So they decided they needed to do more show. So instead of Matt destroying everything, they pulled it back a little bit. So yeah. So there you go. So that was some found footage. I just I couldn't believe I found it. I like that edit better. Where
look at all the F's in chat over there, Prophet. Look at all the love you're getting. Look at it.
Thanks you very much
in the chat. You're fun.
Yes. Found footage. So, we got some people trying, but I think it's without a doubt the Neeler Rand. We all predicted it. We all predicted it from the beginning. Like when this whole thing started, that's why it's the number 1 seed. I don't think there was any question that
it's weird. It's weird though, but that this season, I mean, did anything from Rosamund Pike make it to the Final Four at all, or was that just kicked to the curb in the Sweet 16?
Final Four was Ingtar Redemption didn't happen. Rand the dagger, and it was Rand on his knees versus oh shoot, what can I remember? Turok. It was Rand on his knees versus Turok, I think.
Turok was just trash. This whole fucking show is just
trash. Turok was the only one in this whole the tournament here thing that I felt might have a chance of overtaking Rand the Kneeler, just because of the visceral reaction almost every single person that saw the Turok fight, because it was the Turok fight was an instant. Everybody instantly hated it and was like, "What in fuck was that?" Right? Like it was instant. Like almost everybody was just like,
they just didn't have time to do it, Steve. That they just didn't have time for that big fight in the air. They just didn't have time.
Well, the big fight in the air, and then like I still because
who has time for that shit?
The explanation still just cracks me up. It's like it would not make sense for him because he didn't sword train. It's like, well, he didn't fucking channel train either. So why does that make sense that he's pulling out channeling skills from freaking the back half of the books?
He did. Wait, he was with Errol in the nut house, and Errol taught him to be like a sword fighter. Remember that? We had to go hang out with Errol and have them beat their meat together and talk about bullshit.
What was the whole point of that now?
What was the whole point of any of this? What was the whole point of buying this fucking franchise?
And I know, like I'm actually
putting Wheel of Time on it.
It's actually I know that it's just it. You'd rather put your head through a windshield, but I'm sort of curious because of some of these things, just narratively, when they do the rewatch, like there's some things that they just completely fucking just forgot.
But they left it off. It's all dead ends. I mean, they're literally building. And we talked about it when we watch it live, when I had that horrified look on my face, and my brain was melting just like you, where they would pretend that they had created a character and that character was having some type of arc in a story. And really it wasn't. It was just shit slapped on a screen that was quick cutted together. And then there was emotion, and then they ended the fucking show and like nothing happened. Like nothing.
Yeah. Well, it's like the two that just pop out into my head immediately is the Errol stuff. Why did we waste all this time with Errol with the freaking sword forms and all that shit if you weren't gonna would it have been complete nonsense if they used that so they could have the Turok scene? Yes. But Would it have been better than what we got? Yeah, actually, it would have been. That's how bad what we got was him learning sword forms from a mental patient in the halls of a mental institution. Would have been better than what they gave. Listen to me say this. That would have been better than what they gave us. That is how bad that turned out.
But do you remember you had this idea, I think, Steve, in that you were saying that it was originally going to be Luz Theron, that was Errol going to be real? Like, tell me, okay, that wouldn't have made any sense. It wouldn't have been canonical, but it would have. Our ideas would have been so much better than this shitty fucking show.
I think I don't know. I know we talked about it. I don't know if it may have been my idea. I'm not sure, but I think it was. I know talking about it. I originally thought, whether it was my idea or not, I originally thought that Errol was just going to be a figment of Rand's imagination. What I mean. And it was going to be LTT, and he was going to be learning sword forms from LTT, thinking he's taking care of somebody in the mental institution, and it wasn't. And instead,
that would have been cool.
And instead,
dumb, but it's cooler than what we got.
Instead, it was just a crazy guy. It's like, oh, okay. And then the other storyline that baffles me, and it was in the tournament too, is fucking why in fuck was it important for Min to get Matt to Karahian?
It was. I mean, yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, oh, look, it's like in this episode we have a story that doesn't really start anywhere and doesn't really go anywhere, but we get the chance to make the Dark One look like a pimp from Pulp Fiction and sit at a table with Min threatening her. I mean, that's really what it was. And then once that happens, that completely disappears from the entire season of television, and we never see fucking Min again. And it's like, why did you do this? And that's the stuff that was breaking my fucking brain.
But Errol, we're getting some love for Errol. Let's get some love for Errol. But Errol actually was more interesting than half the fucking characters in the show. But Errol was a central stepping stone for Moiraine's master plan for getting Rand to learn from Logain. Yeah, since now we're gonna have Asmodean show up to not teach him, but to just play music apparently. Errol is how we learned Rand is Aiel. That's true because his shaved head was red apparently or some shit. Lanford could and would have had someone train him with the sword. It's just the whole thing
if
is
only there was a travel companion that he had who in season one might have taught him the forms. Yeah, just saying.
Instead of hanging out with the holes lady.
I get what you guys are saying in chat, but I mean, they created Errol to essentially be their bullshit exposition dump of setting up the Aiel because they didn't bother to read the book in the first season.
Yeah, so, well, it's fun because what's funny to me now is we know now. All right, we already know that Min and Matt are both going to be with Nynaeve and Elaine in Tanchico.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
How is Min getting there?
Don't know. Magic.
Why is she going there? Is she going there for them, or is it just going to be another one of these random chance bullshits? Or is the Shadow actually going to send her, and she is 100% going to be Dark Friend Min in season 3?
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's.
And the more I think about it, that is the only way she hooks back up with the crew and knows where they're at, because she is not hooked up with Moiraine. She has no reason to know where any of them are because Matt just fucked up the Fall Maid because he was teleported there. They're all going to go their separate directions. Min has no idea where any of them are or has any reason to hook up with them. So why are they going to... She's going to be a Dark Friend.
Steve, we did this at the end of season 1, though. Remember, we're like, what the fuck are you going to do? You got Loial who stabbed with the dagger of Shader Loga.
No.
Remember, we're like, he's fucking dead. So, I mean, we're doing that again. And what we're doing is, the problem is that we have common sense and we actually read the fucking book. Okay, they're just gonna have Min's just gonna be there. She's gonna own another bar or something, or maybe she's gay now. I mean, who the fuck knows? They don't need to set anything up because there's no fucking story that they're actually doing. It's just like, hey, this episode, let's have Min be here, and then this episode, let's have Rand banging another middle-aged MILF, like Real Housewives of Chanchico or whatever the fuck it is, Like I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that at this point in the books, Min is in the tower, and this is where Moraine works. So because Suwan has got her disguised as Elmindreda, and trying not to let Elida know that she's there, and then the eventual escape from the tower with her and
I know what it is. Min's gonna be a coyote for illegal IE aliens. That's what it's gonna be. She's gonna be smuggling people out of the wasteland to go to the Two Rivers where the welfare's good. And the mayor of Emmons Field is a guy named Sleepy Joe who gives them whatever they want when they come there illegally. That's what it's gonna be.
It's straight up.
I hate this fucking lie.
This is what's gonna happen. Okay, Moghedien is going to go back to Carrion and pick up Min, and Min's gonna be like, I did my deal with Ishmael, and she's gonna be one sworn to the shadow, escaping it, and she's gonna grab her and take her to Tanchico with her, and Min is just going to be a dark friend. What if they? Holy fuck! Oh my god! Do they have the chat? Oh my god! Do they have the balls to do this? What if? Just what if they are giving Ingtar's redemption to Min?
Oh yes, that's what it is, Steve. That's what it is. We got to get more diverse female screen time. That's what it's gonna be. She'll end up a hero of the Horn too. Why not? She'll end up a Force Ghost standing next to Obi-Wan, Uno, and Yoda at the end of season 3.
Is she Guido Kane too?
Why not?
Is everybody Guido Kane? We're all Guido Kane.
Maybe, yeah.
Dude, you know what would have been great? I would have laughed my ass off if the fucking Heroes of the Horn popped up and fucking Errol was there.
I want somebody to CG in Anakin Skywalker and Yoda with the fucking Heroes of the Horn, and maybe Beetlejuice. Can we get Beetlejuice with the Heroes of the Horn too?
Errol's there, and he's not in a different outfit or anything. He's just in his fucking PJs and his robe from the insane asylum, and he's like got a fucking like coffee cup, and he's just like, oh, I'm gonna call by the horn.
And his old man junk is hanging out of his striped bathrobe. That would be perfect.
He's just like got a piece of pizza sitting there. He's just like, oh shit, I'm in Fame. What happened?
Steve, I think you're right. I think you're right about Min getting the redemption arc, and she'll be the one that saves everybody else or some bullshit like that. And Matt will be madly in love with her, and Min will be the one to make the sacrifice to save Matt's life because he's a worthless fucking piece of shit. So,
oh boy, yeah. But she's Jane Farstrider. Oh my god. But yeah. So if you haven't, it looks like the Dagger got some more votes. People hate the Dagger, and I don't blame you. Like we said,
people love Matt. Love Matt, and rightfully so. There
is no wrong answer in this.
Honestly, the thing about Matt, and what's dangerous about this show, is that it obfuscates all of what Matt is and what Matt becomes. And I know, especially with talking with Aldan and when I did the interviews a couple of years ago with people, Matt means a lot to a lot of people. And I happen to love Matt as a character too, but his story being completely omitted, just as much as Rand's, is... I think we're losing sight of just how much has been lost with these characters. Now, it's easy to focus on Rand, and I know Rand's your favorite, and I would never take anything away. But my God,
all of them have been. Well, and that I actually need to step away for a second. But
okay,
I was talking. It'll just be a second, but it's like I was talking to somebody, and it's like it might have been one of these streams, and they're talking about how all the male characters are just decimated. And while
Of course they
true,
are. Yeah.
but hold on, but while that is true, all the female characters have been decimated.
Yeah, it's not just the
Every
They're
character has
ruined.
been destroyed.
And
Egwene,
not
Nynaeve, Elaine, destroyed.
all.
Nynaeve has been utterly fucking. She pushed a fucking crossbow bolt with the fletching still on through Elaine's leg. Then, when Rand needed to be healed, she stood there and did nothing. This is Rand. Rand, the whole purpose for her leaving the Two Rivers to go get her people and fuck Moraine and keep them safe. She stood there and let the fucking Princess of Camelin, who doesn't know healing from her asshole, do the healing while she sat there and did nothing. She did nothing. Yes. She is the only one. Nynaeve is the only one on that tower that did absolute. Matt at least threw the dagger at Rand. Nynaeve didn't do she didn't even hurt anybody. She didn't do anything.
It took away and again, we've talked about it. It's not just the men who were destroyed here. It is every character who's in the book. And in season 1, I think those of you, it's a lot of us started our channels, and that's how I met Steve and Nathan and everybody and most of you in chat. But season 1, it looked like it was just intersectional feminism. Right now, season 2 is here. And it's not just about girl boss, whatever, because we saw what they did with Rosamund Pike's character. I mean, Rosamund Pike's character was probably one of the most evil characters in any streaming show of 2023. I mean, really, of all the villains with what she did. But I mean, again, we've talked about this in the live streams. We talked about it ad nauseum. But what they did to Nynaeve, I mean, they made her a Mary Sue and then they walked her back where no one can tell me this, Steve, that they didn't just say, forget everything we did in season 1. We got to pick something up and we got to have a show that just has a lot of action and feelings and emotions because we fucked up really bad and we need to make this look like Daredevil, or we need to make this look like like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because that's where Rafe came from, and fuck this story and just make it a soap opera and go. Because Nynaeve is a joke. Egwene is a fucking joke. I mean, it just Rand is hanging out with old people in insane asylums and eating Lucky Charms with a false dragon. And I'll be back. I gotta get some water.
I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things. Like, I think trying to make the connection right by like trying to. What the fuck is this? Sorry, I'm like... It has? Wait, what? I'm not even getting... Like, man, it's amazing, like, freaking the Leafs screen rant is abound it makes to be, like, just confirming shit, just... Like,
put it on the screen. Put it on the screen. I was getting that soda.
Sorry, I got stunned because I was looking at news, but like it would be interesting just like following like because I'm trying to think. We just ditched all of the aftermath of Faldara. Like all the Faldara stuff just got completely ditched, which hurt Ingtar and all of them.
Yeah. And Loyal being stabbed, and Perrin being a coward, and
no, Michael, like, look, Rotten Tomatoes is fun to look at. Rotten Tomatoes is 100% bought and paid for. Yes. They even freaking basically admitted it.
Sam 8000's flipping out. What's that about?
Just bought Helldivers 2. What sold me was the directors refusing to put trans shit in it. Well, they're just making they're making the game they want to make, and it's a fun game, and they're
These
spreading
indie creators
democracy and
are
spreading democracy to bugs and animatronic robots. And like, I played it; it's fun. I wish my computer could handle a little better, but
this is
yeah, the whole thing, Michael. It's all nonsense. Rotten Tomatoes is all. It's all not trustworthy.
AI.
The audience scores, you know, when the how to explain what actually going on with Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes used to be like the one-stop shop to get the overarching opinion whether a show is good or bad, right? It became incredibly obvious that
the ratings
the reviewer ratings were just bullshit. Like it became abundantly obvious that the reviewers, the professional reviewers, were bought and paid for by their 100% of Captain Marvel and some of that shit. And then the movie and TV industry realized that, well, nobody pays any attention to the critics' review scores anymore, but they do pay attention to the audience score because they think that's the audience. So what did they do? They started fucking with that too. So it's all a mess. It's all a mess.
Yeah.
It's just
And YouTube has now changed its algorithm because, and there was an article that Clownfish covered today, and also Forbes magazine had an interesting article about it, about the power of YouTube. That a lot of critics, let's say bigger channels, actually were getting more views, and we've talked about this before, than entire episodes of Wheel of Time, or Halo, or Star Trek, or Picard. Like YouTubers with a couple 100,000 subscriber channels were getting more engagement. We're getting more watch hours than these shows, which people put 60, 80, $100 million into an episode to make. Okay. It's just nuts.
Is that true? That the Dusty Wheel had the audacity to tell Matt fans to shut up about the horse? Well, actually, I'm not actually surprised about that. You know why? Because this was his chance. This was his chance for his 5 minutes of fame. This was his chance to have his channel erupt, and they shit all over the product. So he's
same thing to Tolkien channels.
He's trying to toe the company. He's trying to toe the company line to try and eke out as much engagement and as much goodwill as he can, because he's as much as it hurts my mouth to speak, he's the Wheel of Time guy. But he's just trying to, so all the negative press about it, it upsets him because, well, this was his chance. Now I don't know how he can be that upset because he parlayed all this into working with Sanderson. So I don't, it's like,
somebody wants to work at Amazon. Somebody wants to get a job in Hollywood, and you don't tell the truth when they're on the outside of Hollywood because the truth doesn't work for Hollywood. So it's just how many lies can you tell?
I don't understand. I don't know how you guys can stomach that. It hurts. It hurts my heart watching some of the other channels just completely sell themselves out for this show. It's not worth it. It's totally it's sad because I know that they
nobody's left.
It's so sad to just be like, watch you guys just sell your souls for this shit. Like, it's like Wheel of Time casting news. So you want to know the casting news they're talking about? It's a lack of casting. It's because Shiriam is not going to be in the show.
No, that's right.
So Wheel of Time casting news hints at when the Aes Sedai Rebellion will finally happen. The upgrade regarding Wheel of Time's plan for a specific carrier hint and timeline highly anticipated Aes Sedai Rebellion. It's not really that highly anticipated. I would be fine if they just cut that whole shit out of there. Just leave them in the tower.
But it builds word count.
Season 3 may see the White Tower split set stage in the Aes Sedai Rebellion. When would they have even time for that? Fucking goddamn. Shiriam's accent hints and her more importance in the possible Saladar storyline. The show has already confirmed Egwene's future as the Amyrlin seat, setting up the power shift. When did it do that? Are we talking about the dirty water scene?
We can't.
Are we hearkening all the way back to the first
this is straight from Amazon. This is straight from the showrunners.
Yeah, she was in
this is straight from the showrunners.
What they're saying is she has confirmed she is not in season 3.
Yep.
Shireen. So when this is right back with the last article that the same guy, this is again the same guy wrote this one or had the same AI write it. The show has already confirmed Egwene's future as the Amyrlin seat, setting up a power shift. When
you got that, didn't you? You got that out of season 2. You got that, right? Yeah, Eldan. Look at Eldan. Look at Chris. Look at Ryan, if I'm saying it wrong. So I just is the same bullshit as
like, when did this happen? Like, just somebody tell me. Chat, tell me. Are we? I swear to God, it was that it was the scene they used for all their
water.
It was the fucking scene in season 1, episode 1, where they were fucking turning her into a woman and poured the colored water into the pool.
Yes,
that was it. And it's like we're going all the way back there to say that a bunch of colored water making her a woman is what is a confirmation that they're making her the Amyrlin
did it. And Egwene did it. Egwene did.
I mean, what are we like? That
fuck
is
off show.
You're taking that as a confirmation, 100% that they're not changing that. Well, we know they're not changing that because it's Egwene. Actually, they could change it. She's going to be the Dragon Amyrlin when Rand fucks up and they kill him in Rudian. She's going to have to go in and save him.
Why not?
Oh God. Let's see. Elida, key agnostic figure of the Jordan famously overthrew Shalom. Made some more adjustments. Because Wheel of Time show has made so many adjustments to the timeline. Yeah, but guys, but it's accurate. Like, I love how they make these comments, and it's like, but it's an accurate fucking adaptation. It's been difficult to nail down the timing of the upcoming fight between the two opposing Aes Sedai factions. Hopefully it never happens. Even though it's known, Wheel of Time season 3, it's known. Sure, it's known. They don't even know they're adapting. They keep it's like, well, but there will be bits of Dragon Reborn and bits of Fires of Heaven and Shadow Rising too, probably, but you know,
just whatever Wraith vomits out. Jimmy Kawasaki's here, says they expect viewers to fill in the blanks. Terrible writing. Well, there's more blank than writing. We're talking about like Grand Canyon size chasms broken up by little quick cut dog shit nothing scenes, and they're just scenes to fill minutes that don't actually build toward anything.
Oh God.
Steve,
Egwene Saladar's story looks likely for Wheel of Time season 4. It will take time for the show to properly build up to it. You're so full of shit. It's just oozing out everywhere. It'll take time for the show. Dude, the show could go to Saladar and she could just take the staff and be like, I'm Amyrlin, fuck off. And it'd be like, yeah,
I'll tell you what,
that sounds about right.
Steve, you know what I take more seriously than this headline and all the shit they're talking about season 3? There's a homeless bum that hangs out in front of the Kentucky Fried Chicken at a stoplight about a half mile from here. He's got one of these plastic or cardboard cutout boxes where he made a hole for his head. And he's like, he wrote in crayon on it, throw a coin at me, see if you can hit me, to get money from people driving his car back. I would let that homeless bum junkie fuck up in front of the Kentucky Fried Chicken begging for money. I would trust that person to run the show of Wheel of Time and do a much better adaptation than Rafe Judkins has done. Just seriously.
The salad bar story. That's correct, Chip. So
Yeah.
So it looks
I hope
like
there's a sneeze guard.
season 4, if we get it, is all going to be set in the salad bar, because apparently when Rafe was telling Shiriam's actress that she did a terrible job of Shiriam and she should go hug a tree and record a weed, because that she's not going to be in season 3 because of the books.
I don't know what to do with this. You know what I think it is? They didn't want to show an older white female mentor doing anything wrong.
It's crazy that he invokes the book. You're not going to be in season 3 because of the books. You are out of your fucking gourd, man.
What
Give
book?
you a break.
The little train that could? I mean, like, what book? Penthouse Letters? I mean, like, what book is this fucker talking about? Because it sure as shit is in Robert Jordan.
Man. Shiriam being important to season 4 is a strong indicator. Who said she was important? He said she'd be in it if there was one. Didn't say anything about it. Major figure, not really. She's a fucking little bitch. Sorry.
Yeah.
What the Wheel of Time Aes Sedai storyline tease means for season 3. Hopefully, jack shit. Suman Sensei may be overthrown when the Wheel of Time returns. Who cares?
Wow,
who cares? The idea of the Saladar 6. Wait, the idea that the Saladar 6 will shape. Who are the Saladars? Who are the Salad Bar 6?
They opened up. It's the Salad Bar 6. They opened up for Minor Threat in Fugazi back in the 90s. The Salad Bar 6.
The Salad Bar 6? Is that what? What the fuck
Salad
is that?
Bar
Are we talking about Leanne Logain, Suwan?
Steve, I want a Salad Bar 6.
Who are the Salad Bar 6?
I want a Salad Bar 6 t-shirt on your channel.
The Aes Sedai that runs salad, they call them the Saladar 6? Is that really a thing? Well, they can wait in line at the salad bar, okay? Fuck them. Who cares?
Shiriam.
Shiriam, what? Romana? Is it Romana? Fucking Leanne? All those fucking God. Oh my God. I can't wait for that season television where it's a bunch of fucking old women bitching and trying to stab each other in the back. I'm so excited for the salad bar. I hope that a certain Forsaken wins and kills them all. Oh God. Salad bar 6.
I know the people at Screen Rant don't give a shit about the show, but how could you put headlines like this?
Here it already is. The Wheel of Time already confirmed that Egwene will become the Amyrlin seat. Egwene will eventually gain the highest level of authority in Aes Sedai within the Aes Sedai. Yeah, they'll just get. They need to fire
Jordan's books. Robert Jordan's books.
Galen Kachong needs to be. Look at why do they keep getting pictures from that guy? They are the worst.
It destroys so much for people who are reading this series for the first time. I mean, to me, this is really callous.
Min had a viewing of Egwene. Yeah, but we've already proved that Min's viewings are wrong in the show, so that doesn't prove shit. So they're not even invoking. Definitive. They're not invoking. That's what we're talking about. Is that Min's a dark friend? You can't trust her. We're not talking about the shitwater. Okay. Wow. Oh, great. Which means season 3 will need to put considerable focus on integrating Egwene into the White Tower politics. Joy. How are you gonna do that? Egwene's gotta be in the Waste. Egwene's gotta be integrated into White Tower politics. How is she gonna do all of that shit?
We kind of miss some things, though, don't we? Like a lot.
Michael, Min was wrong in the show, not in the books. So if you remember, Michael, she is always right. She always, when she knows what her viewing tells her, she is always correct. Always. She has a viewing of Matt killing Rand, and Rand does not die. Her viewings can be wrong. and she interprets it as Rand is going to die and that Mat is going to kill her. So her interpretation, as soon as she interprets her viewing and it is incorrect, it means that her viewings can be wrong, and she is not. She's a fucking fake. She's a fraud.
Yes. The story
So,
we are
yeah.
missing the entire fucking story.
Yep.
Yes. And we have been since the first 10 seconds of the first episode of season 1.
So how the Wheel of Time has already set up the White Tower split. Hold on, have they?
How?
Where have they set
You got
up
a bunch of Hollywood bitches, diverse bitches being catty to one another, standing in the garden. Like, was that the big pivotal scene that set everything all up?
Dude, Leandrin's made a lot of fucking bullshit comments, and most of them have related to her non-existent son. How are we supposed to take anything that she says as a prelude to the tower splitting up?
Well, how can we take up someone who's a dark friend? Well, I mean,
yeah, and we're trusting dark friends here. Like,
see, this is.
It's crazy.
My head is gonna fucking explode again because it's just did anybody read one fucking book of this series, like at all?
Because
they gave up. They gave up.
That is such a good point, dude. Because like so far for some of these, they've invoked two dark friends.
Well, it did. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have a stroke. Didn't Egwene and Nynaeve and Elaine get sold out by this bitch to the fucking Seanchan who left him to die and then criticized the Seanchan for being bad, even though she just stole these girls from the tower? And now we're doing this where like suddenly we have to give a shit what she fucking thinks? Am I missing something?
Oh my god! So there's also a list of 10 things they're afraid is not going to be in the show. All of which I'm pretty sure we can guarantee will not be in the show. So that's funny. Henry Ladd, that's my pal. Henry Ladd is my dude. That is the Screen Rant OG right there. Henry Ladd. Henry Ladd, you know Henry Ladd, right? Come on.
No. Hit him with a car, I'd back up and hit him again.
Wheel of Time quietly flipped and set up Moraine's biggest book twist.
Share with the class, man. You're sitting over there.
Which one? You want the list? I'll share the.
No, nobody wants to look at us.
I'll share the top 10 worried moments we're not going to get. That'll be good.
Oh, I think I saw this one. Let's roll this one. Yeah, I saw this one.
There's a few. There's a few. There we go. Again, how Yongling Kachong has a fucking look at this fucking thumb. Like, why do they keep? I hope they're not paying this dude. He makes the worst.
Why did they have Rosamund Pike and not Rand in front of a moldy old kitchen sponge? I mean, I want to know that. I mean, that's what's behind him. Looks like a moldy kitchen sponge that you should get rid of.
The Wheel of Time looks increasingly likely to skip 10 incredible moments from Robert Jordan's iconic fantasy novel series of the same name.
Just 10? Just 10. You sure about that?
Henry Ladd, my boy. All right, here we go. And there are spoilers in here, but I guess who cares at this point? Sorry if anybody's getting spoiled here. Ishmael return as Morandin. The Dark One resurrects and renames Ishmael to Morandin. We already know this isn't going to happen. They're going to resurrect Ishmael into Morandina. Okay. And that's just that. What am I referencing from previous episodes? Let's see if we can play screen right here. So it's confirmed that Ishmael would come back as Morandina because he acts like a complete pussy during the whole show. There you go. Sound good?
And he wants to get
Did we do it?
topped. He wants to get topped by Lanfear.
Yes. Threesome. He wants to spoon with Rand.
He's a power bottom.
Eskimo kiss. That's our proof. Okay, good. We did it. Matt meeting the Aelfin and the Eelfin. Of course, that is definitely 100% not happening. So
Maybe in shop class where he teaches other people to use bedposts to tie cursed fucking daggers to. Maybe it'll be like a Boy Scout badge again, you know?
Anybody that thinks the Aelfin and the Eelfin are going to be in the show are not paying attention, since they ripped any reason away for Matt to go see them already.
Yes.
Is it's already gone. So yeah. Well, that's a hard prediction to make since it hasn't adapted any of them. Moraine being captured by the Eelfin, which obviously is not going to happen because, well, there won't be any Eelfin or Aelfin.
But if she does, it will be her plan, and it's ever since season 1, it has been her plan the whole time along to get caught by characters that have not been introduced in any context that makes any fucking sense to these fucking characters, Steve.
So I don't know if did Leandrin leave the town? Yeah, but she went back. I'm pretty sure, Ryan. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she dropped him off and left, and they didn't capture her. So now nobody... I don't know if Screen Rant's just taking a piss here or what, but Rand fighting Ishmael at the Storm of Tyr. Well, Ishmael is now dead. So how's he?
Why? Why would we go to Tyr? I'm confused.
What's a Tyr? I shed a tear when I didn't see Kalendor. I'll tell you that.
Why would we need to go to Tyr when we've already?
I know. Maybe the werewolf power is in Tyr. Let's go to Tyr.
It's the werewolf stone. It's the werewolf stone.
Hey, Screen Rant's afraid we're not going to see the Eye of the World prologue in season 3.
The Swedish talk show host here. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Unchecked immigration.
The Green Man. Where's the Green Man going to show up?
Why possibly? Why the fuck would we need that now? Why?
Like, these are not even close. It's like
the owl. Get Smokey the fucking Bear saying it'll like give a hoot, don't pollute. And
these are already absolute no's. They're not happening. None of these are happening. Zero chance. Matt dueling Gowan and Galad, not happening.
We got that already. That's what the whole bullshit with fucking Nynaeve was, which I've been saying for 2 years now.
Yep. That's exactly what it was. 100%.
Yep. Fucking go home, Screen
Well, especially since they haven't cast the other brother. So we have Galad Trakand, who is going to be both of them. So mark my words. I've said that since the casting. That was not a typo. Galad Trakand is named Galad Trakand for a reason. They will not cast Gawain. I can almost guarantee it at this point. The Green Man will be in the Stone of Tyr. The inside of the Stone of Tyr, there's just going to be a tree man in there.
It'll be the same actor. It'll be the same actor as Errol, too. It'll be
the stone shall never fall while the Green Man is within it. And then Rand will just cut the tree down. It'll be like,
They'll get the same CG artist that did Treebeard. And have Treebeard in the Stone of Terror holding Kalendor. That's
Egwene won't take her accepting test. I don't care. She's not going to because Rand took it for her. Remember the end of season 1? Hello?
Yep.
Is this thing on, Screen Rant? Of course it's not going to happen. They're just going to make her Amyrlin. Yeah. Matt obtaining his Foxhead medallion? Nope, because he's not going to Riuden. So that's not happening either. So you're
I bet you he buys it. I bet you he buys it like off a table from the traveling people.
Dude, the more and more I am thinking about it, and everybody keeps bringing it up, I fucking think it's gonna be Perrin's shield, because they have to explain away how he blocked Morandin's fucking channeling with the shield. There is no reason the shield should have blocked anything. So
I agree with you in theory, but I keep coming back to Loial got stabbed by the
right logic. Right,
I agree.
Why?
Steve, I agree with you. I agree.
No, I know, but you're right. Anything could be anything. It could be fucking like who knows.
Perrin is Captain America. Perrin has vibranium and has Captain America shit.
Exactly. This is like the worst shot of Loial I've seen in a long time.
Holy shit.
I'm not sure why we have the picture of them when it comes to fucking Matt getting the Foxhead medallion. Another What?
Oh,
Can we use a little bit more yellow? What the fuck is
I
that?
know.
Jesus, why
This is
why is
AI.
Archer Hawkening back there?
This is AI. Steve, this is AI doing image grabs from publicity stills.
Archer
This is
Hawkening.
what AI
love
looks
it.
like when it does that.
And Morndon saving Rand from Shadow Logos.
What?
Yeah, well, the balefire touches. Yeah,
Okay.
But we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves.
That's what I'm saying. Like, wait a minute.
But it's funny that they've gone that far out in front because they don't think Morndon's coming back, which he's not. He's going to be Morndina. We've proven it with evidence from the previous
How
two
do we
seasons
get
of him
all
being
the way
pussy.
down there? I mean, is that them telling us essentially that the show, like when we're gonna get more than 3 seasons?
All these articles I have read are all talking like they know something we don't, and that there are more seasons coming, which scares me.
Yeah, but if they're cutting the budget for the Rings of Power substantially for its 3rd season, how the fuck do they have money for this?
I have no idea. I have no idea, but it's like, just most of the articles I've seen have basically been just like, yeah, when the 4th season comes around, it's like the one that's saying, oh, it's planned for 8 seasons. I don't take that one seriously, but and it hasn't all just been Screen Rant. Some of them have just been like the 4th season, this, that, and the other. The one that scares me the most is more that just the actress that had talked to Rafe, and he's basically saying, hey, when season 4 starts, I'm going to need you back. It's like, ooh, that's from fucking Rafe.
I thought he was leaving after season 3 because he was going to focus on God of War, because God of War is currently in production right now.
Don't know. All I know is that's straight from the actress's mouth that Rafe talked to her about not being in season 3 and that he's going to need her for season 4. So it's like, I don't know if that's just him trying to be like, I don't want you to cry because you're out of a job. So I'll lie to you. I don't know, but that's the one that
I think it's a Hollywood. The check is in the mail. Jim C says he wants 20 seasons. Steve,
I know you do, Jim. Alexander, good to see you, buddy. They will just put more ads on Prime. Problem solved. Probably true.
Yeah.
Does anybody pay if we get season 4? Okay. Yeah, you may be right. You may be right.
Does anybody pay Amazon for the privilege that they have always had for years? Now you have to pay for, of not having to sit through another ad of another black female or another African American man in every goddamn commercial, buying a product that you would never buy? Because I've noticed it on Prime, where I'll watch some older movies, like I'll watch some Basil Rathbone stuff. In every fucking commercial, it just goes on and on and on. But you never see a Caucasian in these commercials. It's like I live in Zimbabwe or something. Which, if I lived in Zimbabwe, would demographically be correct. But does anybody pay Amazon to not have to watch this shit? I'm just curious, because I'm never giving them any more fucking money than I already have.
Oh my god. Sorry. Matt's Wheel of Time season 3 story is the best chance at redeeming season 1's biggest missed opportunity.
Which one? Which missed opportunity is that? His family? Abel Cawthon? I mean, Matt's story in general about him being a good-natured trickster?
Again,
which one? Why do they look like they're Bruce Banner in the Incredible Hulk?
The worst fucking it is the worst fucking art ever. Skipping a major rant. Wait, I thought it said Matt. Skipping a major Rand story in the Wheel of Time season 1 and a missed opportunity, and one that can fix Matt's arc in the season. What the fuck was that?
No. This is AI. When they do that, when they add 2 elements together in a sentence that make no sense, this is written by AI. This is the give. This is the tell.
Matt's journey to the Io Waste in the Wheel of Time season. He's not going. We already know that. The show missed Rand's meeting with Elaine. Matt, we already know he's not going. They've confirmed he's not going.
What are we doing with this Elaine meeting thing? How can you fix it? How?
Skipped Rand's first meeting with Elaine. He's met him now.
He's been fucking Lanfear
How?
up against a fucking hay bale for how long when he's not busy jerking off with Errol? Now we're gonna worry about Elaine.
So yeah, so it is too late. Thank you for yes, it's too late. So what? After the Wheel of Time season 2, it's too late for the no shit.
Oh wait, are they gonna give that scene to Matt with a different?
Why Matt may go to, but Matt was on the tower with Elaine. She's right there.
I know, but what if it's somebody else and they're trying to atone for the scene that Rand originally had? What if they give it to Matt, or they give it to Nynaeve or Egwene, or or Elaine climbs a tower to see something and sees a boy or a girl that she wants, Steve. So then we have the female empowerment thing. What if that's what they're doing?
Why Matt is not going to Camelin, he's going to Tanchico. Dummies. In the drag, whatever. Tom is now. We're gonna go with Tom is now.
Who the fuck is Tom? Who the fuck is Tom?
Tom is gonna be
Who
Asmodean.
the fuck is that?
That's how he survived the Fade. He's Asmodean. So
I don't know who the fuck Tom is. Not in the show.
How the Wheel of Time season 3 Matt's arc can incorporate Rand's missing season 1 story. How are they gonna incorporate Rand's whole arc being missing? Rand's whole story being missing. Hold on. Matt's experience in Camelin is different from Rand, but the show's history combining books and narratives is plausible. In the book's version of the story, Gwaine, Gallad, Gareth Bryn, Elida are all absent from the palace when Matt and Tom arrive at the palace to deliver the yes. So
what does that have to do with Rand seeing Elaine before any of this shit even started, when they're two boys on the run from Hemisphere?
Near the action of the Eye of the World, Elida, for example. So you're saying that we're just going to? Oh Jesus! So, wow, that I'm sorry, that was a completely trash article because that is literally this guy or the AI going, oh well, we didn't do it in the show. But now when the characters show up, they can do it when they show up. They may be in the White Tower, they may be in Tanchico, but when they show up, they can just like go, Rand is a rapscallion. I got to keep my mitts on him. It's like,
why don't they just have Lan climb on a wall, piss off the wall, and be looking like at Nynaeve or something, and have that be the romantic.
It's too late. Like, it's too late to get all the interesting Elida stuff with Rand because Rand never met Elida.
Yeah.
Now now Lanfear has proclaimed Rand dragon through Moraine. So that was the whole thing with her, was her missed opportunity grabbing Rand. She always was pissed off at herself that she didn't grab Rand when she was in Camelin. So now all of that is gone because she never saw him. So now she just knows, she doesn't know Rand is the sheep herder from the Two Rivers. She will know Rand as the Dragon Reborn because she never met him. So good job. So how are you going to recover that? Oh, you can't. It's like,
this is more convoluted than Back to the Future 3. I'm just gonna say that from a plot perspective, well, like all of the weird shit that's going on.
It was the article that tries to say that a way to redeem the Turok fight and it not being in the show is to have Rand do a one-on-one with Couladin instead of Matt.
I hope they do it flying in the air. Could they do it flying in the air?
It's like, so to faux fix Rand's non-sword fight, you're going to take another scene away from Matt.
Yeah.
It's like, you have to be batshit crazy. Why is Matt in the show at this point?
This is like being in a dysfunctional relationship with a narcissist, where the narcissist tells you, like the narcissist has been stealing, cheating, gaslighting, treating you like shit, but they're like, baby, I'm going to come home. And you're like, all right, I have a list of things that you have to do if we're going to be together. And then not even one fucking day goes by and they start negotiating that list of, well, I am going to smoke crack, but only on the weekends. And yes, I am going to go fuck your friends, but I'm not going to tell you about it. It's like they just go back to doing everything that made you not want to be with them. And the show thinks that that's normal, that like this is normal for you to do in adaptation and interpretation. Like
Well, no. So Hercules and Xena, they're both hokey and silly and fun,
But they have heart.
and
They
they're
have heart.
great. And they're great. No, that's not me putting them down. My mother loved Kevin Sorbo and Hercules. My
A
father,
lot of women did.
my father calls his truck Xena. Like
That's weird.
it's like, well, he named the cars because he's old.
I'm
and he's like,
teasing. No. I love it. I love it.
but it's like they're fantasy. They're a little bit. I mean, we got to remember when we were making these things, but you could tell they had, like you said, a lot of heart, and most of the time they were just good, clean fun.
Yeah. Xena always knew what Xena was, and it never shied away from. Same thing with Hercules. Same thing with the Highlander. Farscape, Babylon 5, all those shows.
Yeah, Xena with her hot little strawberry tart companion. I mean, come on.
Oh, dude, I bang them both, man.
Yeah,
open all night. Let's go, ladies.
Yeah.
But it's like this show wants to pretend that somehow it's some great art, and it has yet to tell a cohesive single episode of television that has a beginning and a middle and an end. Let alone the whole season.
And Michael, it also brings up, like, for me, I don't understand why we're in this weird fucking loop where every show has to have fucking 8 episodes. Why?
Well, it's interesting because Shogun, I think, or
10.
Masters of the Air had 10. I think it had 10.
Master of the Air had 9, I think.
I thought it had 10. Maybe
it might have been 10. I could be misremembering.
Shogun
I know Shogun has 10, but that's because it's done after 10.
That book is 10 million fucking pages, and it's a great show.
Yeah, so
for whatever reason, they're still in the pandemic time frame of shooting shows that they can only make 8 episodes. Now, they did go from, and Steve, we've talked about it on your channel, they went from 45 minutes to an hour or over an hour for season 2. So they could have, if you would have parsed out those 15 minutes, probably gotten 2 more episodes in it, which would have made it 10 episodes. In the way they edited the fucking show, it would have made absolutely no difference when the show began or started. Like, it wouldn't matter. Nobody would fucking know what was going on anyway.
Well,
but it's weird. It's really weird.
Where everything's a half hour and they don't have a time to do anything.
Yeah.
They just it's all fucking breakneck. Nothing.
Look at Michael Fraker.
Yes, Xena had 134 because exactly.
Grimm had 22 to 24 episodes per a season. Their first episode, and I happen to love Grimm a lot. If you guys haven't watched it, you can probably stream it for free. Grimm season 1, 2, and 3 are fantastic. 24 fucking episodes.
How many fucking episodes does Buffy have per season? It had to be 20.
A lot. It was. We could look it up, but I want to say 22.
Buffy, Angel, all that shit. Remember when shows actually had long ass runs?
Oh yeah,
they'd have the mid-season break, and then they'd come back and have another fuck. It's like, what? Yeah. What? Why can't we? I don't understand why we can't do that now. Like, if it's a good show, it's more advertising money, right? I mean,
Legends of the Seeker. Yeah. That was the other show I wanted to think about. Same people as Hercules, 22 episodes, 42-minute runtime. And I would watch Legends of the Seeker, and I'm going to pour one out for my man, Mike, OBG70, who's no longer on YouTube. First guy I ever streamed with. He loved Legends of the Seeker. And I never made fun of him because, I get it. Hot chick, dude doing cool dude stuff. It was just a fun show. It wasn't trying to be anything other than fun.
I just don't understand why we're in this fucking 8 episode. It's got to be 8 episode cycle. It's like, if you did 22 episodes at 42 minutes of Wheel of Time, holy fuck, you could tell the whole.
If we had 22 episodes, season 1, you could do the Eye of the World.
Oh yeah,
easily,
and right, and you would have people there for it. Fucking there.
You'd have to. I'll tell you, and I'll even say this: you could do 22 episodes with the same budget of $80 million, which would break out to less than $4 million per an episode. I think it can be done. I
Here's
truly
the
do
problem.
think it can
It,
be
oh, it
done.
absolutely can be done. You just have to be smart with your resources, and you have to
Yeah.
you have to reuse stuff and
And you can't
smartly. You
DEI
don't
it
need
up
to
and
you don't
hire
you
dipshits.
don't blow up your set that you built full houses instead of fake houses for. You decided to
Well, yeah,
build livable houses in the Two Rivers instead of just actual empty fucking buildings or just fronts. And actually, I don't know, do some fucking camera work, right? I
you're
mean, it's
right.
like. So you have to be smart with your resources, smart, your armor and your costuming. You be smart with that shit. I mean,
Yeah.
it
Chris
absolutely could be
Connors,
done. Look at the Lord of the
you're
Rings.
right.
Jesus
Yep.
Christ, the Lord of the
I
Rings
know.
extended. That's what, like, freaking, I don't know, 13 hours of fucking movie.
Well, yeah, it's like close to 4, I think.
Well,
I've
4
just
each,
been
right?
reading.
I'm
Yeah.
just doing it, but
I mean, the theatrical, yeah, I mean, like, because I've got the extended on Blu-ray. I haven't done a minute count in a while.
I
But
mean
Chris Saunders,
that is always the standard, because that movie was done cheaper than all of this shit, and
but
all
it
of it
was
looks great.
managed well. That's because somebody knew what they were going to
Yes,
shoot before they started. Okay.
absolutely,
And look at
100%.
what happened though when the studios interfered with The Hobbit. Jackson only wanted to do The Hobbit as 2 movies, which would have made sense. But the studio wanted 3, and hence we got all this bullshit with
Yep.
like love.
Yeah,
Dwarves
didn't he
wanting
just want to
to
do?
fuck
He just
elves.
wanted to do
2.
1, maybe 2,
Yeah.
right?
And
Yeah.
yes, I know what's his name. Oh Christ, the horror
Guillermo del
director.
Toro.
Yeah, he took over for Del Toro.
Yeah.
But anyway, my point with all of this is you can do shows like this if you know what shots you're going to do, you storyboarded it out, and you're competent and you're used to creating something on a smaller budget. Like Jackson was kind of a mid to lower budget horror director who suddenly took on Lord of the Rings. Nobody believed it was going to happen, and look what he did. But he cared about it, and he was used to being accountable for every goddamn dollar that he spends. Now look at Amazon. Where is all their money gone? Okay, regardless of what you feel about the Rings of Power cost 10 more times what Amazon's Wheel of Time did per an episode. And it only got 30% more watch minutes than Wheel of Time. So we can talk all the shit that we want about Rafe Judkins, and I think we should. But somebody somewhere has just been literally shooting money out of a fire hose into big fucking bonfires and laughing about it. And it's like now Amazon has run out of that money, and there's no more money for stupid shit like this. And here we are.
Yep. So I don't know. I'm hoping hopefully maybe we can see it. I mean, there's been a few good shows on here lately. Hopefully,
you're talking about Roadhouse. You love that movie, dude.
Oh, Roadhouse is my favorite. Best fight scene ever.
Yeah.
I mean, that part where that guy flies off the boat and survives.
Dude,
that's the best scene I've seen in film ever. I'm talking
it's better
ever.
Than Lord. It's
like Andy
better than Lord of the
Dufresne's
Rings.
like
I'll
crawling
fight
out of the shit tube, coming out.
Yeah.
No, not compared to fucking that one guy flying off the boat.
Schindler's
and landing.
List. Fuck that movie.
Man,
fuck Schindler's List. Fuck Saving Private Ryan. No, it's goddamn Roadhouse, the Amazon adaptation.
You're walking around like he's got a stick up his ass the whole time.
Oh, I see Conor McGregor's ass. Like that was it for me. That like I was done. I was like, I never need to watch another movie in my fucking life.
God, I don't understand why they told Conor McGregor to walk around like this and smile. Like he just like, hey, I'm Conor McGregor. It's like, let's fight. I'm drinking fucking coconuts, man. Look at let me crash. I'm gonna park this car. Am I crashing it into the tree? He's like, what the hell is going on?
I was on another YouTuber's channel the other night that is completely unrelated to us, and I went on blind. And he said that he loved Roadhouse, and he said you just have to turn your brain off and just enjoy it. And it's like, dude, I tried watching this and I can't enjoy it, but I get what he was saying. Like if you don't know, I don't know if you just want something on in the background, I guess.
I laughed my ass off. So it is a comedy. It was pretty funny. Is a show is a movie is a Roadhouse movie to take seriously? It was
Why call it
garbage.
Roadhouse? But it's the
But
same
why
pattern.
call? That's exactly it. That's
Why
exactly.
put Wheel of Time? Why put Lord of the Rings? Why
Yes.
put fucking Roadhouse?
That is-
Why put
yes.
fucking Halo?
That
Why
is-
put Fallout?
That is yes, Sam. Exactly. We had a blast. See, yes, we had a lot of fun making fun of Roadhouse. It was fun to watch together. We had fun.
hurt from
It was
laughing so
fucking hilarious. But I always will come back to why is that movie called Roadhouse? It has no business being called Roadhouse. Call it Bar fucking Boat or Boathouse or Bar on the Beach or Florida Bar People.
What was
or,
the name of her
or
boat?
Ewan or fucking Conor McGregor trashes some fucking old goddamn fucking old looking body fucking Jake Gyllenhaal house. Like, why is it called Road? It has nothing to do with it. So, but we know why, because you're trying to steal attention from the original.
Yeah.
Stop doing this. If that movie was not called Roadhouse, I'd probably be like, you know what? Fuck it. It was fun. We had a laugh. It is a
Well, we could
shit
just say
movie.
it was a dumb
funny
movie.
as fuck.
Yeah, but it was funny.
But it
But
was
the fact-
funny.
you're right.
It was funny as fuck.
It,
I would probably have a lot less problems with that movie if it wasn't called Roadhouse. If it was called just fucking
no, just call
The
it
Beach
the
Bar.
Irishman. Just call
Yeah,
it the Irishman.
Irish
That's it.
Bar
Just
or-
call it, like
or something or Bouncer
and we
Bar
probably would have
or
been- yeah.
or the Bouncer or fucking UFC Bar or
Yeah.
the UFC Bouncer like fucking
No.
just
Bar lives matter. Bar lives.
yeah,
matter.
sure, that
There you
too.
go.
But the minute fucking like the boat scene
Roadhouse.
is one of the best things I've ever seen in my life. That dude gets kicked in the face by a
Dude,
bitch
I mean-
and then goes flying like 100 yards.
Well,
And then the
he's-
next
he's on
scene
a
he's standing up with a
speedboat.
spear
He's
gun.
on a
It's like
speedboat going like this, okay? And he hits something. And normally, what happens is you continue forward with the inertia. If you're in a boat, you go flying toward the front of the boat, but no, this guy hits something. It shoots up like a champagne cork, like he's in an ejection
It's
seat
the-
for
it's
like an
still
F
one of-
16.
it's still one of the funniest scenes I've seen in a long fucking time. He just gets launched. Like it's fucking so it's like I sort of get it. It's like, yes, I get it.
Jim
it's
C.
funny.
He says bouncer house,
Bouncer
but Steve,
house.
they should have called it bounce house.
Bounce house,
Bounce
bouncy house. There you go. Bouncy house. Bouncy house where Jake Gyllenhaal bounces around on a house with Conor McGregor holding hands and going, yay! Oh, by the way, make sure to vote for the end here. Hold on.
You're gonna
here.
remind people of their choices.
Yeah, I just wanted to
Okay.
to bring it back here, I think. Hold on a sec. So we have the last two in the band the last two in the band thingamajigger is the band the March Madness. We got Rand Face It On Your Feet and Matt crafts his signature weapon. So yeah, go place your vote, guys. And you know, we've been going here for about 2:15, but since we hyped it up so much before we leave, I think we have a moral imperative to salty. Did I remove you? Did I remove you? Did you remove yourself?
I don't know. I think Rafe Judkins yeeted me, but
Okay.
I'm back. Sorry.
But just because we've hyped it up,
Do you got more Flopsy? Oh,
just because
dude,
we have
this brings me
hyped it
so
up.
much joy. This makes me so happy, Steve.
If you have
I
not
can
seen a
watch
man
this
take
all-
flight, we are going to watch a man take
I'm
flight.
leaving.
We'll leave on Flopsy Beard Man, okay? And don't forget, guys, also that if you go back earlier, we do have the unedited original footage of Matt putting the dagger together. I mean, I
That was
guess
so
chat can let me know if they want to see that before we leave too. But
We do.
but-
I want to see it one more time.
you want to see it one more time? Maybe I should do
After
that
this.
first. After this, we'll do this
No.
first. Okay.
Let's
So
do
here we
this.
go. So here we go. Man, this scene is a lot longer than I remember it.
if they would not have called this Roadhouse.
Oh, here
I
we
think
go. Okay, there's
it's a lot
my
better.
man.
Here it is.
There's my man
There it is. I
Flyboy
remember
right
this.
there.
I remember
There's my
this.
man, the man Flyboy coming up.
Yeah, here comes Flash Gordon.
Boop, bop. Okay, and that's not even the best. So here we go. We're gonna keep it going. Oh, and then Conor McGregor. I forgot Conor McGregor. Like, buddy. Now we're going towards the beach bar. Look at all this fucking land this guy owns, Salty. He is so hell-bent on owning all of the beachfront property. He can't let this one bitch have this. He owns all that land, all this land back here.
It really doesn't make any fucking sense at all.
He's up here. He's right up here.
Well, it's funny because if you look at how fast the boat was moving when they jumped out of it, it wasn't going that fast. Like if he would have hit the, it doesn't matter.
Is right quickly fine.
I love how he seriously, like, he even toweled off. Looks like he got a sandwich, and he's like, I'm gonna trick you. I'm hiding behind the boat wreckage because I can survive the forces of impact in being flung 75 feet in the air onto hard surface. Sure.
Let's see. Yeah. He is. And then so he's just fine. He's just there. Look, man.
No
if
baby.
You like, just
No
don't
baby.
call it Roadhouse, and we're good. I'm not even gonna be mad at you. Just don't call it. Just don't call it Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Right, here we go.
And
here is the unedited version of Matt doing crack and then making a spear. All right, if you haven't seen it. So this is for the votes as well.
Sniffing his fingers like
he's sniffing his fingers. He's got to get all that crack off of there. Which one was? That's the better one. There we go. We're on the screen here. So remember, if you want to vote,
credit card.
If you want to vote for Matt Spear, this is the original version. Listen to that music. Listen to it purr.
It's like a Prairie Home Companion music.
It is offensive that he ruined that hotel room. I mean,
I cannot
totally
believe
ruined
the incidental music that they use for this. They're using Portland indie coffee shop rock. Seriously. For this scene.
Oh, you haven't? Sorry, Forsaken. You hadn't seen that. He literally just fucking. I can't believe that many of you hadn't seen that.
We got to clip
fucking
this
amazing.
as a regular clip that you run through the show.
Yes.
Something.
You know what I should do?
Put the dumb apple on it or something.
You know what I
Steve,
should? I should like this one. It should be like this one.
That's what I'm saying.
Woo!
But, dude,
I'll
we
get
should
it. I'll
talk
get
about it. We'll get like a yodeling. We'll have them yodeling flying out of the boat. That would
so
be funny as fuck.
No, see, that's the thing. Like, it's hard to get angry at it, right? It's just so stupid and bad, and it's like, but it's like, it has nothing to do with Roadhouse. It's not Roadhouse. Call it something else.
Yeah,
it probably would have done better if they called it something else. But
I agree.
because people wouldn't be expecting to see like cool Dalton, who's an actual like skilled professional bouncer or bar fixer, do shit. All right, so we're gonna break that table. Oh wait, apparently not. Okay. How did the? By the way, did we miss him hitting the sheath to the dagger on the floor? Karaka, that's it. Karaka. He's gonna say Karaka. You just get off the boat.
Oh,
and
God.
Like, and then you got the blowing up of the gate scene and the promos where the gate blows up with fire. Just Karaka, and then the gate blows up. It's like, yes, that's it. That's it. All right, here we go. Here comes the epicness of him putting together the dagger. All right, remember now, guys. This is unedited. This was the first version. I got my hands on this. Don't ask me how. Same people that got me in touch with
unfinished CGI, but you get the idea.
Flopsy Beard Man. Same people that got me in touch with Flopsy Beard Man. Okay, here we go. Yes, it's done. Oh shit! I screwed it up. I had us in the
Wow, what a
wrong
wreck
spot.
joke. That's all right.
Yeah,
Just
I
back it
worked
up
the
to that
joke.
spot. Well,
I'm gonna
everybody
back it.
pretend
Yeah.
performance
Pretend.
anxiety.
Why did that do that?
While Steve is monkeying around, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been here. We're not done yet, but if you haven't, please hit that thumbs up button. I think you have to bring it as a separate source.
Why
Yeah,
didn't it do that?
I don't know, but they can just watch that. No one needs to look at us.
There we go. There we go. We got it
Okay,
now.
this is cool.
There you go. Okay, we'll back it up a little bit. So now, all right. So he's made the dagger. Remember, guys. All right, here we go. All right, so here we go. Oh, release.
Sam 8000.
Uh-oh. Oh no. The dagger blew everybody up.
Nathan comes out, hits a home run, and says, "Are you watching Matt Kothenheimer again?" I love it, dude. That's fucking genius. Mad respect for my boy Nathan.
Oh yeah, there it is. All right. So that was the original version that did not make it in the show. I don't know why it didn't make it in the show. I'm telling you. That was
They had time for everything else.
Oppenheimer? No, that was Moppenheimer. Kothenheimer, yes.
Mope. He was Mopenheimer.
That was Kothenheimer. That was when the original scene when they're like, oh shit, Matt shouldn't be fucking with that dagger. It killed everybody, right? So he put it together and tried to pick it up, and it exploded. I think it should have been in the scene. I don't know. Sorry, Sam. It was a little joke.
Like, only it was funny, unlike the joke that the show is.
Yes, sir. So thank you all for being here. Please, on your way out, if you would we're 29 likes. That's pretty awesome. So thank you guys. Been 30 of you guys hanging out for most of the stream. That's awesome. Thank you so much for showing up and supporting these streams. I you know what, I'm gonna try and keep streaming on the regular. I got to get videos out. I just I feel like every time we do one of these, I promise to try and make videos, and then something shit comes up. So I'm gonna keep trying. I really, 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 really would like to put up something about Scargiver before it comes out. And then I will cover Scargiver just because of how badly I fucking wanted to rip apart the original.
I want to be invited to that because I would almost die.
So we'll talk, because I went off so hardcore on another stream about Rebel Moon and never went back to do it just itself. So there will be Scargiver coverage. There was something else I was going to cover that's coming out soon. Fallout in some form. Probably covered in some form, somewhere, somehow, as somebody that doesn't know the game. So, Fight Autopsy Wednesday for Shizzle.
Striker Nightfall.
Where'd he go? Fight Autopsy Wednesday. We're working our way towards the end of Flop May, and we will be doing Blood Snow at some point.
Oh God!
Because it deserves to be ripped to shreds. Scargiver, is that the name of the Disney prequel? That's the name of fucking
Rebel Moon 2.
What the fuck kind of
Rebel
name is
Moon
Scargiver?
2? I don't know. If somebody call Zack Snyder and tell him what the fuck, ask him what he did.
Who is Zila Mendez Jones? Is that
I covered it in my Fallout video. Go check it out. It's got some pretty decent views. That was the they them that was torturing.
Oh, that thing. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't say that. That's
no. But the whole reason that they got the role on Fallout was because they were on Wheel of Time. I covered that in the video. Check. Honestly, I'm not trying to flog it. It's worth going to watch the video I put together because it has all the information about the episodes, who these people are, what they said about it, who's casting it, and what it's going to be.
Well, it's sort of interesting. Just before we part, and we're going to we'll go out on Flopsy because Flopsy is the man. But it is interesting how you can tell the networks have paid certain actors and actresses contracts to reoccur in other shows on the same network. So, Shogun, for instance, I forget the names in it because I'm stupid, but the girl, what's his name? This
I
chick,
can
Blackbeard. Now I want to
never-
call him Blackbeard, but that's not right. The fucking
Oh,
Blackthorn.
you mean-
Blackthorn and
Blackthorn.
his.
Gaijin.
She's amazing in that show. She is fucking
She is
amazing.
Incredible. This
but you
week's
can tell
episode
about
is
it.
outstanding.
She was in Monarch fucking whatever, and it was terrible. So she was in the Monarch. She was one of the leads in the Monarch Godzilla show.
But that was on Apple. But that was on Apple, and
Right. Why did I put that?
No. But I'm not trying to show you up at all. But I mean, it's
No,
funny
you're right.
how
Sorry.
you go to Apple or you go to Amazon, you end up in shit. But you go to somebody like FX, and then they do a faithful adaptation.
Why don't look?
What happens? You can see that they can act.
I don't want to be that quick on Apple because Apple's been very hit or miss.
Well, they
They've
did
had some good
Masters
stuff.
of the Air.
So
they did Masters of the Air.
like
Explain
good
that
stuff
one to me.
is starting to trickle out here, and I'll tell you what. I'm going to say this and agree to disagree. FX makes some fucking good shows.
I cannot believe how good
FX makes. I don't know why it's not said more. FX makes some fucking.
Somebody
great
wants
shows.
to win fucking Emmys,
dude.
They're
FX,
going to win all the fucking Emmys this year.
Well, I'm not even just talking. I'm just talking about just the scope of FX. You got The Shield. You got Sons of Anarchy. You got fucking. Justified. You got Shogun. You got there's just off the top of my head. There's more.
Yeah.
Like there's so many FX produced shows. There's so many good ones. It's unreal. Fargo. That's another one. Fargo.
Yeah, Fargo.
I mean, FX is great, and the production value, whether you like the shows or not, is always good.
Yeah.
So thank you all for hanging out as long as you guys did. Please, on the way out, hit a like. If you want to become a member, we'll do some more memberships. I like Silo is. I enjoyed Silo so far. If they bring that shit back around, they need to.
I still have to watch.
Make sure. I enjoyed it. They need to. There's some work they need to do in season 2 to keep me interested. But so far, so good for Silo for me, anyways. And thank you for all the support, Sam 8000. Thank you for the super chat, Lyle. Thank you for the member chat. All the members that are still members, you guys, thank you for all the support. It's been awesome, and we'll be around for some stuff here soon. All of my medical needs should be solved by tomorrow. So hopefully I'll be back on the horse for some other stuff. I got a shit ton of painting to do too. So I don't know if
I'd totally help you if I wasn't like 2,000 miles away.
If you guys are up for painting streams and hangouts, maybe I'll do some of that because Ryan has painted his 75 strong undead army, and I've painted like a regiment of Chaos Warriors. No, he has.
Did we look at his stuff? I want to see what Ryan did.
I can't. I will. I can
not now, but I mean, like at some point.
So it's the funniest thing. I know we said we go, but it's the funniest thing. So we actually got an Age of Sigmar game in, as we were learning. So it was a little bit clunky, but we learned a lot, right? And my father loves watching us do that stuff. So all of a sudden he's gone wild. He's buying trees for the board. So he's got all these trees. He's got like
panorama. Dude.
Yeah. So he's got this. I'll take a picture of the battlefield we got set up. But there's like a dead dragon bone skeleton for terrain and all. So my father's gone crazy buying terrain and stuff to help us be situated to play.
I love it. 3 generations are doing this.
And Ryan, it's like, can we play soon? I'm like, yeah, I'm almost done work. I'm almost into my days off. We can find some time to play. So he set up it one night while I was at work. He set up his army, and he just texted me. He's like, yeah, if you could set up, we'll get the point calculator out. You can just at least set up, and then we'll play whenever. I'm like, okay, cool. So I get home from work, and literally, he's just got one side of the whole table. There's this giant table, 75 strong, all painted, and I'm like, fuck. It's like, wow, I'm behind. I got like one regiment of Chaos Warriors painted
my
in one
God.
night. It's like, oh shit. I
Well,
need
we
to
should
dunk
do a-
these in
we
some
should do
color.
a crafting stream because I'm going to start live streaming
Well,
again.
there's
I've got
that,
some
and then
people that I want to
got
bring on too.
I got all this. I got all the
yeah.
Stormlight guys that I still need to fucking do.
I remember. I know.
I have them all there. He painted the freaking Chasm Fiend already, so
Oh.
he's painted his Chasm Fiend. I need to
No
paint mine.
way.
He's a
dude.
machine, man. That kid, and he got into college, and he's going to college at
I was gonna
Christopher
say,
Newport,
he's
man. So
class,
like
man.
my I don't know which apple which tree he fell off of, but it was far from me. He's way better than me. So I guess props to me for birthing a good man for the next generation, because
we need him. They need him.
All my kids, I am so blessed. So
all your kids are fucking amazing, dude.
I am.
I mean, look at you. You're all right, but your kids are
terrible.
fucking incredible.
No,
all right.
They're far superior to me, and that's how it should be. And I'm very proud of all of them.
That didn't happen by accident. And I say it all the goddamn time. All right, the job that you did raising them was not an easy one. And
I did
my
birth
brother
them
raising his kids.
Yeah,
too.
hey, Trip. Out my, I have a hole. It could come out of there.
I said
right?
raising. I didn't birth. Wait.
No, I think I said birth. I think I said birth.
It would shock no one. It would shock no one. Steve has a nest. These kids were born out of an egg.
If you go on X, it's possible that I could have birthed them. I don't know
It's
how.
true.
They came out of my
testes.
mouth or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys. Thank you for all the super chats, all the support, and we'll see you soon in one way or another. Hopefully, some videos and definitely streams. And because he's a legend, here comes Flopsy. See you next time. Thanks, guys. Wheel of Time, you say? I have no idea, but I do love this chair. It's great. Ooh, what's that? Hey, a pine cone. Smells delightful. Let's get that out of here. Let's go. Man, my own bones are aching. I like going for a walk. Hey, that's a birdie. Look at that up there. I like birdies. Oh, what's that over there in the forest? Oh, you know what I could really go with? A tree hug. Wonderful.